Hey everybody, welcome. Smash that like button for me, I'd appreciate it. Thanks for joining. And let's get started. What's gonna happen tomorrow? Will the cycle break? Hey Curl Connections, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. We're rolling. It's already the 21st of June. It's summertime officially. So that's a good thing.
So, what is this whole thing? You've been challenged to a fight again?
Yeah,
Oh gosh. And what was his excuse for not showing up the first time?
he says it was me, and I knew he was gonna do this.
Why did Roman come on the panel and try to go up against a bunch of women?
The same thing he always does, and it always has the same result. So he needs to change his ways.
Wow. Roman needs to get a new stick.
He does. So, well. Well, we'll end this chapter come this Sunday. At
I
least
hope
then
so.
it'll be, yeah, hopefully.
I, I can't wait to see that. I wish I was there in person.
Yeah, I'm sure some people might be showing up. He's gonna give me the details of what's going on very, very soon, is what he says. Today,
Wow.
actually. So we shall see what happens. Like I said, something's gonna happen.
And so, what do you think about this whole Motoman that Chantel keeps putting off?
I don't think there is really a guy who would tolerate being put off repeatedly like that.
No one,
Yeah, it just doesn't make any
no one
sense.
at all.
Hi there, everyone coming in. Welcome. Hey, Natural
Hey,
Ginger.
Ginger.
Hello, darlings. How are we today?
Great. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm fine. I had a bit of a scare just now because I'm on my new laptop, and I didn't realise it was one of those that folds over into an into a touchpad. I thought I'd broken my laptop,
Uh
Oh,
so I just had a little panic. So there you go. I'm so useless at things like this. So yeah, I think
yeah,
there
I have
was a
one like
Moto
that.
Man at one. Dear, I think Moto Man was maybe at one point a possibility, but she's totally blown that out of the water now. Unless he's really, really desperate for somewhere to live and something to bonk. But I don't think so.
no
I don't
man can
think,
be that desperate.
right. I don't think he was real at all because that's just not natural for just a person, period, to
Yeah, so you
just
don't.
keep being put off and then they just want you. Oh, I want you. I just want to do this and that to you. That's fake.
Well, she was flexing on the fact that she has a lot of potential admirers at the moment, wasn't she? The other day, saying the men were at her like dog eating mince. She was fighting them off.
Oh my
So
gosh. She really thinks she's that hot that all these men want to be with her.
I
She's
read.
on Tinder.
I don't
Tinder
know.
is a hookup app.
Isn't she banned from Tinder? Is that true, or is that just a little rumor that's going around? I
I
know
don't know.
somebody
I'm
in the
not for
previous
sure.
life mentioned
That
it.
is a high possibility she is banned from Tinder because she was saying that people kept on complaining on her. That's why she moved to a Tinder that's more low key. What does that even mean? Like,
Right.
Mhm. One for
I've never
barnyard
heard of that.
animals.
Heck yes. She is ridiculous. She
Well,
comes on stream looking like a secretary as if she's going on some type of date and come back looking like Miss Cleo with lashes on, talking about, oh, she canceled because she got anxiety really bad before he came. Come on.
yeah. I bet though when she catfishes and she is or was on Tinder, I bet her photograph and everything, her catfish photograph, or as Monty calls it, fatfish, um, it's I bet she does get a lot of hits, but that's all it is. I bet she considers potential love matches as just potential interest on Tinder. which is
Well,
a desperate thing
Ginger,
to think, isn't it?
she steals pictures and make fake profiles on Facebook.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's all up in her feels at the moment anyway, so nothing seems to be working for it, is it? Because she was very
Mm-mm.
unhappy in the last live stream, wasn't she? She
Hmm. Yeah, she was.
was very unhappy.
Because she's still in love with Nader. And what really got me, what really got me was she said that she had red flags with Moto Guy, but how can you know what red flags are and you still trying to be with Nader? Nader is the biggest red flag you can absolutely see.
True.
And it's so messed up what he did to one of his old mods. I was on Kali's live last night,
Uh-huh.
and she had the lady up there. I think her name was Granny something. I'm not sure her name, but he was like he was exposing her. He was reading off like the messages she was sending to him. She wasn't sending him anything that was like inappropriate, but she was like telling him that everything is okay. I'm praying for you, stuff like that, and he basically exposed her.
Why? What brought this on? Do we know?
I don't know.
Hmm?
No one knows why Nader do stuff.
Well, hmm.
And it's sad because she was so hurt that he
Oh,
did
was
that.
she? Oh dear.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
really
see
was.
Collins last night, so I didn't see her live stream, so I didn't know. Well, I heard a rumor about it, but I didn't. So, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was really sad. Hi, hot ass.
Hi, busy girl. Oh, she's not there.
All right, if she doesn't come in maybe a couple seconds, we're just gonna have to say that this might be the perpetrator that has been perpetrating a lot on our streams.
Oh,
Yes.
Hey,
really?
Jessica Missica, we got you in the background. If you want to turn your camera off, do it so now. Other than that,
What have
we
people
are,
been coming on with false names or impersonating people?
yeah, I'm just not
Yes.
saying anything. Kind of super weird.
Oh dear. Hi,
Hi,
Jessica.
Jessica.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I didn't know. Oh my god. So this was happening last night, was it? On the
Well, yeah, it happened to
Yeah.
YTR.
Oh, it did it.
Yeah.
This is the second time it happened to YTR.
So
Mhm.
someone's impersonating YTR, or someone has done. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary, YTR, Kitsune, Ninja, and just how hot ass
That's messed up.
Biznatch. It's like, why? And you don't say anything? At least give the gig up. Like, say
No,
something.
I mean, I'm just tuning in literally right now, so I'm not sure what we're even talking about currently.
Hey, what's up? All
Oh,
right,
it's
we
about
got,
the impersonating
yeah,
different people from the community. People have
yeah.
been impersonating, well, not
No,
famous, but
well, just be yourself. I mean, what's the point of doing that?
We
I
got
don't
hot
know.
ass Biznatch in the back. Let me add you right now.
Oh, the real girl, the real
Yeah.
deal.
Yes. Hi, I'm the real girl.
Hi.
I changed my headset because my mic wasn't working, I guess. So
Okay. All right.
Okay.
okay.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
Fine.
you?
Pretty
We
good.
thought you might have been an imposter or one
Yeah,
of them.
that's why I showed my face. I'm like, no, really, I'm me. It was just my mic was messed up.
Right, okay. Fun.
So what's your take on all this mess that's going on in the community?
Oh, well, let's see. We'll start with the Roman thing. I really hope that he shows up on Sunday. I think that would be awesome. And I think it should be Uncle Ben that fights him. That would be really funny. But, you know.
I heard there's something wrong.
And as far as Foodie
Monty
goes,
the Karen.
I don't think Motoman is real. And if
He's
by
not.
chance,
He's not
if,
real.
yeah, if by chance he really is real, then he's just trying to replace Natter. He just wants his 2,000 a month. That's all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think he's her plug, and she'll be
Yeah,
seeing him
yeah, the
tomorrow.
plug. One for the
That's
plug and
what
one
he
for
is.
the Mhm.
And
Yeah,
did you
'cause
hear
she
her
has met.
say? Did you hear her say that she thought cocaine was an opiate?
No.
That's her playing. She's just playing dumb. She's playing dumb.
There's no
What?
way.
What?
What is?
Why?
Oh my
When did she
goodness!
say that?
It's a specially processed opiate, I
I
guess.
guess opiates are usually downers.
She's probably been snorting flea powder all this time and not been near any coke.
She wouldn't buy flea powder. She wouldn't. She wouldn't spend her money on flea powder. She doesn't care about that.
She said
Not it.
flea powder.
Yeah, or baby. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Anyway,
Oh,
I think she's just saying things for effect now because
Yes,
well,
she's pulling the Nikocado.
is she? Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really trying to be Nikocado. All
yeah,
that
like
fake crying. Oh God, please just stop with that. Like, just
She
stop.
she knows she's not an empath.
Mhm.
I do think certain people in her life may be, narcissists. So she either realizes she's a narcissist or she's like one step away from realizing it. But like she said, a narcissist doesn't really know they are one. I don't
Right.
know.
And she was blocking people that was actually basically calling her a narcissist
I'm
yesterday.
I'm just curious on like how YouTube works because I don't know anything about this to be honest. Because she's literally blocking paying members for having an opinion, and there's
Right.
really not that many. So, what's the difference between the money from viewers versus members, or just people tuning in? I don't know how it works.
Monty, you can answer that question.
I don't know.
What was the question?
Can she afford to be blocking her members for having an opinion? I don't know how the payment of YouTube works because she has people watching, very few people talking or actually subscribing, and then she continues to block them.
I'm sure it's affecting her bottom line, but there's always fresh new faces, fresh new people coming in all the time, unaware of what she truly is or is
I'm not
about.
paying for that. I'm not paying for that.
So
I'll watch from a distance, but I'm not paying for that.
yeah, there's always new people. So
So if you're a
And
member and she blocks you and then she unblocks you, say 6 hours later, have
right.
you already got reimbursed for your
Nope.
money back?
I don't think you get reimbursed when you're blocked. You're just blocked.
no, you're just blocked. You have
Oh,
to initiate a way to get
That
your money back,
refund.
which is
That's what I'm
typically
saying. She
like a
says
chargeback.
I see. I see.
she
And a
Mhm.
lot of members don't know that. They don't know that they could, initiate a refund if she's blocking them. So basically, she's still getting paid for those blocked members.
right. She says ridiculous things to make people subscribe. That way they can chat and comment. And then when they say something she doesn't like, she blocks them.
Right. That's exactly
But
how she does it.
but for some reason that doesn't bother her. So either she's extremely financially stable or just doesn't care or is just insane at this point.
Well,
I don't think
go
the
ahead.
memberships. I don't think the memberships are very much of her income because on Troll Detective or someone. No, it was anyway. Someone just posted a screenshot of her like breakdown, and she had like 100 members or
Mhm.
something. That's only $500, so that's nothing to
Okay.
her. I think the
Yeah.
bulk of her money comes from AdSense and super chats and the money she gets on the side.
Well, it's still messed up that you paying whatever you're paying because we figured out I think it was on either YTR or Collie's live that on Apple you're paying $6.99 for the membership, and on Android you're paying $4.99 for the membership.
I don't
And
understand why anyone pays for it, but
I don't see how that is, because when I joined Monty's membership, I joined from my iPhone and I'm paying the same amount that everybody else in the in the membership is paying.
When did you join the membership?
I've been, it's been 3 months now.
Didn't that Apple fee happen recently?
I'm not
YouTube,
sure.
yeah, YouTube Apple fee is pretty recent.
Okay.
Yeah, so it might have not come into effect the time that you joined my membership, because there is an Apple fee these days. Samantha says, Monty, does anyone remember the guy she was parked beside his bike and said, "Nice wheels, man"? Then Motoman was born. Yeah, I remember that. He had the bike, a
Hmm.
black bike that said Resident Evil, like Raccoon City on it. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, right. So you think she's got an idea to have a motorcycle chappie
Yeah, from that
introduced into
guy.
the mix?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah.
Starlight says the YouTube Apple fee started like 6 weeks ago. So there you go.
Okay.
Does that apply to already members? Or will
I
my
think it just applies to new members.
Yeah, I think it's new people, because the old members typically they would grandfather something like that in.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, she don't have to worry about me joining her membership, because I don't watch her. I only watch her through reaction channels.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to stomach the stuff that she says, and then she's so freaking boring. I can go to sleep and wake up and she's still at it.
Yeah.
saying the same things
Yep.
over and over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's been a full month that they've been broken up, right?
Hmm.
Like in a couple days, 2 days or something, it'll be a full month. So
Right.
do you guys think she's going to be seeing him tomorrow?
I'm sure.
And she's going to
Unless
just
he
come back
doesn't
and say,
want
I
to,
changed my mind, guys.
unless he doesn't want to see her, because she did send him a message on Father's Day. He read it and didn't respond.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she's been laying the groundwork out for it today, saying, "I miss him. It's really hard to keep away. I'm having a weak moment," which can sort of segue into her going to see him in about 24 hours or 12 hours, depending how desperate she is. She's always laying seeds that she's faltering on her steely resolve.
Every time she's sad or depressed, of course, then she can say, but I was too depressed. I needed him back in my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You need to start watching more HG Tudor, Chantal, to really know what narcs are. And she hasn't really
Right.
been watching HG Tudor, because if she really had been, she wouldn't have known he's got videos and stuff on how narcs pretend to be empaths deliberately. And also that some narcs, low-grade narcs, like she is, totally don't know that they're narcs. And some high-grade narcs really do know that they're narcs, and they can work with it. So she's just not even delving into this abyss of narcdom that she's been schooling us all on.
She saw something talking about narcissism and empaths, and she wanted to become a philosopher within a few hours and come and tell everybody on live that she's an empath. Where did she get that from? Who told her she was an empath?
She
I
doesn't
think she
even know what an
decided.
empath is. She thinks it's like
No.
a mental diagnosis.
Oh.
I don't understand how the two are not connected. They are not in the same world. They're in
Nope.
two separate worlds.
And nobody who is a true empath, I am emphatic about this, nobody announces they are an empath. They are told by other people you're an empath. A real empath doesn't go, I'm an empath, I'm an empath, I really feel things, I'm really sensitive. But really, really wary of people who claim to be empaths.
My ADHD makes me have empathy problems. Like when I see someone cry on TV, that's a real cry, not a fake cry. A real cry, it'll make me cry like instantly. It's
Oh, that's
not
because you're
real
a human
empathy.
and you have
Yeah.
empathy. Yeah.
Right.
It's just it's a little bit of an over empathetic reaction that doesn't make me an empath.
No,
But you know.
no. True empaths, I think they're really few and far between, and they really do have a hard time. I am not an empath, by the way. I'm a human. I have empathy. I have
Right.
narcissistic traits. I'm a human. I'm a normal, well, sort of normal. But a real empath doesn't announce it. They usually keep quiet about it because they're having a really bloody hard time.
A real empath. Hi, everyone, by the way.
Hi.
A real
Hi,
empath
Erie.
would not be able to handle being on the internet every single day because,
Right.
yes, even though it is via electronics, you can still tap into people's emotions and it would drive you insane.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. It's a bloody hard
Hi,
life being an
Hannibal.
empath.
Well, hello, everybody. I was just
Hello,
waiting.
Hannibal.
Hi,
Hey,
Natural
hey.
Ginger. Hey, hot ass Monty. Latina Karen. How are you, Curl?
Right. I love that Latina Karen. That was a great name.
So
I'm a Latina Karen with nice
I
names.
heard something about she sent him a Father's Day message. He read it and didn't respond to it.
Right.
So what I'm looking at now with her current behaviors and this downward spiral looks like she's in that, and I hate to say it because that means I'm going to have to acknowledge that she thinks she was in a relationship, which of course we all know she thinks she was in a relationship and she has made herself believe that. So now she's in that phase of finally coming to grips with, oh, he's really breaking up with me. He's pretty much cut communications with me. And every time I reach out to him, he's ignoring me or dissing me and he's moved on. So she's at the phase of he's moved on and now she's going through everything she can. Now, whether motorcycle guy is real or not, there's a real guy out there with a motorcycle that has seen her. I'll give her that. Whether he's interested in her because she is the absolute hottest thing walking in Canada. I can
Nope.
see her on the map as a little red blip, depending on which dress she's wearing that day. And so, therefore, I don't believe motorcycle guy is real. This is just a figmentation of her imagination to project upon Nads what she wants him to be, as well as to possibly make a man who doesn't give a damn about you jealous, which I'm interested in watching to see how this unfolds.
Well, in order to make somebody jealous, she would need to bring in an actual actor. Like to make him jealous, she would need to have someone there to pretend like he actually likes her.
She can always dress Pete's
Enter
up.
Reggie Pipes.
She can
Right?
always
Oh,
dress Pete's
Lord.
up. I mean, Pete's and Reggie Pipes pretty much the same. Both are dummies.
No, she's forgetting one important thing. You want to make him jealous, Chantal? Start spending your money on someone else instead of him.
Right.
That
But
brings
did
up
you hear
another
her?
situation
Good
where I
point
don't
there.
really think she has any money that much anymore. She's eating in, she's not driving around as much, she's not ordering anything, she's not, as we're going to say, flaunting and flogging as she once was when she had the big paychecks. She's in an absolute state of depression. I do believe most of her money is going towards drugs of sorts. And I don't,
Actually,
and
did.
she's completely worried about what's going on with this house because she is on a massive push to clean this house up. And for whatever reason, Box Mountain only appears to be growing versus getting out. So
Did you
I don't
Box
see
know.
her?
Mountain is supposed to be. She said she was going to phone a guy and they were going to come and clear Box Mountain this week. Didn't she?
Why do you have to?
Sorry, can I just say something? At this point, Box Mountain is like Finding Waldo because all she does is move it around the apartment and hide it in different corners and behind different furniture.
When I think of box mountain, I think of like the layer of secretive Nim, and they just keep moving from location to location.
It's her literal hoard. The boxes are part of her hoard, and she can't get rid of it. Like, no matter how much she tries, she just moves it from room to room. It's just a hoard.
I think the
and
bottom
it's never
boxes
going anywhere.
It's probably stuck to the carpet in places. It really is. I bet
she was so excited there was no shit or poop or puke on the carpet yesterday or whatever when she was showing the house. I'm like, you're really that excited there's no poop on the carpet? Like, oh God.
It's really sad that a grown ass person is like happy that there shouldn't be any there to begin with, Chantal.
Right.
But there was,
and you're not going to get an ass pat for that. Like, she wants ass pats, hot ass. That's what she wants. She wants people to be like, "Good job, you did an awesome job, fantastic."
So
here's a
proud of
star.
you, girl.
But did you hear her talk about Moto guy said he wanted to give her fellatio and she wasn't comfortable with that, but
girl, you made Hannibal dry heave.
At the same time, didn't she say she slept with Moto guy?
Mm-hmm.
She said she slept with Moto guy in the car, then outside of the car because we didn't believe that she could do anything in the car.
Yeah.
She turned around and said that she did it like laying on the outside of the car.
So she said that she was like leaning in the car. Like, she can't figure it out. She doesn't know.
She did it twice, y'all. She did it twice.
Apparently, he gave her a knee trembler over the hood. Bent her over the bonnet. We call them bonnets here, but you call it.
I just don't understand. Like, why are you uncomfortable with getting fellatio from him? You let him do anything else to you?
Because she doesn't clean.
All I know is that it's all a lie. Because when someone asked her last night, didn't you say you slept with Moto guys? She said, I'm not gonna confirm that. What?
You've confirmed and denied and confirmed and denied
and denied, right?
So yeah, I just think because my imagination is really wild and I play a lot of video games, that when Chantal lays down to receive this fellatio, that it's like a gas trap, and then somebody ends up in like one of these saw chambers and she's just chasing you around the map. That's what I think, like Pac-Man.
No,
that's how Natter ended up here, y'all. Yeah, it's like Saw. She's a little piglet. She just kidnaps guys and
oh my God,
she gets all up in their dicky do.
Yeah, fupa gas knockout.
Not the dicky do.
No, her straight-faced explanation of how she drip dries absolutely made me want to vomit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not sanitary.
It's beyond not sanitary. Like, that is why she's eating so much yogurt. Like, that's just there's things that she could do. If she has a hard time drying herself or wiping herself, she has options. She doesn't need to be a disgusting like, it's just not okay. It's not okay. It's gross. Use a towel, do something. Like, oh, it's just so gross. And she shouldn't be talking about it. Like, that's just offensive to me. And nothing offends me, but that offends me for real.
It's just, I don't think this woman was taught basic proper hygiene, or she slept through it, because to actually describe to your audience, like, I don't know what you think you're doing, Chantal. Like, is people supposed to be impressed that you drip dry, and like, what is the reaction she's looking for?
That it's okay. She wants someone to validate that it's okay, and it's not okay. And I'll say that when I was at my heaviest, when I was like almost 500 pounds, they make these like arm extender things that you can put the toilet paper on to reach your snatch. So there is no excuse for her not to be able to wipe her snatch. Just, there's options out there that she really needs to look into. If she doesn't want to get a bidet sprayer, then get one
They
of
actually
those.
make those things, Monty.
Yes.
We need a Google search.
I forget what it's called. Hold on, let me think what it was called. It's like a God, I'll think of the name. But it's basically it's like a toilet paper extender wiper or something like that. I forget what it's called. Here, I'll Google it. Hang on.
She could use Nada's Twisty Fisty, whatever it is called.
No, but
There you go.
it was the only way back then. It was the only way that I could wipe myself like that because I couldn't reach in the front like that. So
She would never dream of looking after herself like that. She just likes to shake her lettuce and go. That's all
So,
she does.
am I wrong for thinking that drip dry means like she's like Marilyn Monroe standing over one of these little hand dryers that's just blowing
no,
up
no,
a snatch? No.
no, because even that would be better. Like I would be okay with her doing that, like for real.
So she's just
Her
legitimately
version
just
of drip dry
hanging
is
and letting it
literally
diggle.
shaking. She shakes it off and pulls up her underwear to let her
Ew,
underwear absorb it. And I think the
gross.
reason that I'll just tell you my conspiracy. Allegedly, I think she said that because she's trying to get those panty guys. She's
Those
trying to get them because there's a lot of guys who
Oh, to
want
sell
that.
the dirty panties,
Yes,
like in
and if
Orange is the New Black.
She'll have to send
Okay.
them her dress though, won't she? Because it's usually
Well,
You
just
know,
well,
to a dress.
she should
let's
just
start with
invest in a bidet. Just get a bidet.
she would have to actually send the panties out because what I can tell, they're all just laying around her floor. They're just like the postcards; they haven't been sent out, even if that's the case. So
She could
she's
send
just
him one of Pete's.
oh.
Pete's.
Wait, Natural Ginger, did you just say instead of sending her panties, send pizzas?
Pee and stool sample.
Can you imagine some guy snuggling up to those panties, kissing it, licking it, hugging, and he thinks it's Foodie Beauty's panties, but it's actually pizzas?
Yeah. Oh, Ramona's. Ramona's.
Yeah, Ramona's. Yeah.
Okay, so excuse my ignorance here, and I apologize, and I don't mean to offend anyone, but I have to ask. From my understanding of Pete's so-called gender orientation, he wants to dress like a woman and still have relations with women. So he's a
most, well, not won't say most, a large majority of
Mhm.
cross dressers are straight, and trans I wouldn't say all, but like at least half are still interested in women. They consider themselves lesbians.
Oh
It
wow,
really
I never knew that.
your gender and your sexuality really are not connected. Like, yeah,
Yeah, that's very true.
it's really not connected. People think that men wanting to become women it's because they're gay, and that is not the case. And especially cross dressers who just want to dress in women's clothing, most of them are straight, unless they're a drag queen, which is a totally different thing. But yeah.
Oh, see, I'm glad I asked because I honestly did not know. This time I was not making any jokes. I was just trying to figure out. I mean, I guess he
Yeah,
just needs to shave his beard if that's the case.
there's a
Stop growing his
lot
beard.
there's a lot of
I don't.
transgender women who are in relationships with women.
Or maybe he could join a circus and be the bearded lady at this point. Is that an option? No, I'm sorry.
He's not going to change. He isn't going to change anything. He rarely changes his t-shirt. He's not going to change his gender. But he really isn't. I really don't think that's gonna. I think he might think that, but I really, really can't see that happening. I really don't.
Natural Ginger, I think he thinks about changing his shirt every day and it never gets done. So you're right. You're right on this.
I
Yeah.
think
He
anything
plans
they
to.
do when it comes to, unfortunately, and this is why I believe some members of the LGBTQ community are pissed at her and him, is because they just use their struggles. Like coming out isn't an easy process. and they use it just for a reaction, a shock value, like a wow, perhaps even to engage viewership from the LGBTQ community, and it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And
She
see,
just doesn't realize that you just do not fuck about with things like that, because she doesn't know what she's talking about. And when
again, across the board, everybody there should be victims of all sorts of assault that should be upset with her. There should be victims of defamation that should be upset with her. There should be victims of racism there should be victims all the way across the board. It should not just be because she's using every single mental health, she's using everything that she possibly can to do nothing but gain views, because she's doing zero about it.
Yeah, I
So
completely
everything
agree.
everything she did with
Yeah.
Nada was for views, and she went to the police and filed charges and then turned around. What victim of actual assault do you know are going to take away those charges just to get away
They're
from
not.
said individual and get some protection?
They're not.
The worst bit
I've
for me
done.
was when
Oh, hi, Riri. Hiya.
Hi,
Hi,
hello,
Riri, I'm
hello.
sorry.
Hi,
No, it's
Riri.
fine. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt anybody. Don't want to
But
interrupt. Natural Ginger, I'm
I've
from around where you are as well, like Yorkshire way. So when I hear
Oh,
you,
I'm
yeah,
Lancashire. You're
Lancashire.
Yorkshire.
No, I'm Lancashire as well. Sorry, yeah, like just outside of Manchester. So when I hear you, I feel like I'm at home.
oh,
Well,
but
I live in Edinburgh, but I'm actually at my mother's house in Morecambe now. So
Oh, right. Wow.
yeah,
Small
shithole
world.
of the world.
No,
but
absolutely.
to answer your question, Hannibal, about as far as charges when it comes to somebody you know I've been through that. I've been through that when I was a teenager, and it was actually it's in the last few years it's been easy for me to talk about it. Before that, I couldn't talk about it without crying.
The
But
worst bit with Chantal was when she said that she wanted to drop part of the charges so she could still sleep with him. That to me was absolutely diabolical, and I just could not believe. And the victims out there that she's insulted, and she just said, just to get her end away, that she kind of wanted him to be, slightly punished, but so she can still get her fix out of it. Absolutely disgusting. That was
right,
it for me more than
it
anything.
is. It really is, because when a person actually goes through that, it's really like traumatizing. It's so traumatizing till even I can see it like I can see the reaction with me and my husband. At times when he wanna like hug me or something, I'll
Yep.
I'll do like a little block
I'm
to
exactly
him,
the same.
because
Yep.
I had to deal with, as a teenager, a grown man putting his genitals on me. And that, I'm still working through that, even though I'm 41 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And and Chantel is so wrong for playing like that. Like, it's a lot of women that's been through that, and you want to play with the police like that because you're mad that he with another woman.
I just can't believe they didn't get her for filing a false report.
That's what I
Yeah.
don't understand.
That's what I don't understand, because like there's so much footage of her talking about how, well, it really didn't happen or whatever, and walking it back.
I remember years ago when I was a kid, so I think it was about 11 or 12, so over 20 years ago. And me and my friend, this was when like phones were just sort of out, and we just started ringing up random times at the police just with pranks, just really, really shitty pranks, like saying, oh, there's nothing malice, just like, oh, cat's been run over, just something stupid like that. And they managed to find us, and we got in a lot of trouble. My parents got fined. I was grounded for months. I wasn't allowed my phone, and we got in so much trouble just for harmless pranks. So I don't know why Chantal can say something like that and not be reprimanded. It's absolutely bizarre to me.
Right.
But I
That's
think she
terrible.
just finds anything that she wants, and like hopefully it sticks. And why I gravitated to her so much was I related to her more on the mental health / eating disorder side. I'm the opposite way, so than what she is. And the moment she started talking about it, I knew she didn't have. I'm not saying that she doesn't have an eating disorder. I think she has a disordered way of eating. I think there's a different thing. Her, in my opinion, her addiction is addiction, is wanted to be addicted to something, and food is just her crutch because it's the easiest thing to. It's easily accessible. She's got the funds to get it, and then that's her crutch. So if she had an eating disorder, literally her whole life would be around it all of the time.
I would say I agree with that. Her eating disorder is a part of a bigger psychosis that she's going through. She has a different
100%, yeah.
She has a different mental disorder that is the eating disorder is a part of it.
Yeah,
and
definitely. I don't think it's the main thing. I mean, you get things like for example, my main thing is an eating disorder, and then from that, I have like from depression and anxiety and all that stuff. So it obviously is like a branch, but I've been an inpatient 5 times. Obviously, it's different in the UK than it is to the US and Canada, I presume. Actually, Canada may be similar with the Commonwealth. But if she went in as an inpatient, as a eating disorder, which they probably will do first, because a lot of the time with inpatient treatment, they go of what numerically is most important. So, for example, they'll see her readings of a liver function and all that stuff. They'll see that being more needing to deal with rather than a mental side. And that was the same of what happened, if you remember, to Eugenia Cooney.
Exactly.
When she came out of, I know it's a bit off topic, but when Eugenia came out, when everyone said that she was the best she's ever been, I am telling you now, from experience, that was probably the worst she's mentally been in her life, because she was forced. They force you there. It's a feeding farm. And it would be no different the opposite way for her. They would take her food off her. They would, manage to lose weight or whatever, but they don't really deal with it. They just kind of think that once you've got weight on you or weight off you, you can mentally think straight. And yes, we all know that bad diets can, deal with your fatigue and all that stuff. But really, they're just looking for the numbers to be right. So the moment a liver function will be normal, and then a diabetes will come down, like, right, on your way now, you deal with it. And she just go right back to square one. So inpatient as an eating disorder wouldn't even work with her. She needs to, in my opinion, maybe a psychological one for her, definitely. And then the weight will come from it, because you need to be happy in yourself and content with yourself, because it doesn't matter what weight you are. I will never, in my eyes, I'll never be small enough. I'm 5'7" and 83 pounds, and I'll never be happy enough, because it's just the way that I am, and that's the way that she is. You will never see herself as big enough, or that she's just fine. Same with Anne Boleyn. It's unfortunate. It's just, but I'm not psychosis like her though. I don't blame my eating disorder on anybody else, or I don't use people in that way. It's a very, very hidden. I don't want to call it disease, a very hidden addiction. So yeah, I'm sorry for talking so much. Sorry.
No, I think her addiction is more to attention than food.
I would 100%.
I agree.
Yeah, I think
I
she's
agree.
more into the attention she gets from eating the food than the actual eating of the food.
Yeah. And it's not food, is it? It's junk food.
It's anything.
It's junk food. She could eat healthy all day, but still crave her nasties on the way home.
She would have to make an effort to eat healthy. Have you ever seen that kind of lifestyle, and how many times they go to the grocery store in possibly 1 week? It's absolutely insane, because of the amount of fresh food and the amount of veggies and stuff that they eat to maintain such a healthy lifestyle and that kind of food conception, as well as when you're not taking in a bunch of greasy stuff, that light food goes through you really quick. So, not saying that the greasy stuff don't, but either way, a healthy diet takes and requires a lot more effort than she is going to put into. And you can't order out every day and get that type of diet. You can order out maybe once a week or possibly once a month, depending on your size or what you eat. But every other day, you are cooking something fresh at home. You are making it and you are seasoning it overnight. You're doing a bunch of prep. And I'm sorry, her house is not set up for that. Her house is set up for absolute chaos. If you want to find something in the corner, if you're looking for a sock, go look in the bathroom. If you need something clean, it may be not in here. So that kind of chaos.
Yeah, no toilet roll in the
agree.
bathroom. No toilet roll in the bathroom, but toilet roll
Right,
to wipe her face with.
Yeah, wet wipes everywhere.
Yeah,
No.
using toilet paper in the kitchen and no toilet paper in the bathroom. Which, by the way, I just looked it up. It's called, the one I had is called a bottom buddy for the butt wiper thing.
buddy.
It's a bottom buddy. And
Oh,
or
wow.
just a wipe extender is the generic term to look on Amazon. It's a wipe extender. It's
Is that what
$8.99.
is that what Natty Daddy is? A bottom
Bottom
buddy.
buddy, yes. But it's only like $9, so she can get one. It's super cheap. It would help her out.
They tried to charge $2,000 for that, so I think they're
Can
a
she
bit of
not
a good
reach
deal.
it? Can she not reach it?
What other reason is there not to do it?
Because she
She
likes
she
Laziness.
wipes her butt. She said
Laziness.
she wipes her butt when she poops, but she doesn't wipe her poop
Does
when
she really?
Yeah.
Question mark?
I
She
don't
need
think
a-
she can
a
reach.
bidet.
Question. I
As
think
big,
she's-
I know. That's what I keep
That's what I
saying because
think. I
I
think she's
use a
stuck behind.
bidet. I
Right.
use
And
a
imagine
bidet
she's like a
sprayer.
bear. You know, like how you get a bear? She's probably put a line of toilet roll on the wall. She puts her ass against the wall, just up and down on it. And that's what she does to dry off her ass.
Oh,
Like, yeah, I'm
Baloo.
done
I
now.
mean,
Practicing
That's why she likes
twerking while
shitting in the
sweating.
woods.
Exactly.
Because she could rub her ass up a tree trunk and
No, actually,
But
Baloo
really,
from
that's-
Jungle Bear.
Okay, for real. If she just had a towel that she could sit on the bed and then she could sit on it, that would wipe, a little of the wetness off. But it's like
Yeah.
she doesn't care about that. That's why I think it's for the people buying her underwear.
And the thing is, you're
Because-
speaking absolute logic, and that's what she won't follow logic. She does
Right.
everything the opposite. So it's that simple, but to her, it's like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I don't think she can reach with as much as her belly protrudes and how short her arms are.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think it works that way for her. But
It don't-
there, like I said, there's options. I just gave you one. It costs $9. Just buy one.
Or get a bidet.
Yes, bidet sprayers are what I use. That's life, but that's more effort than she's gonna ever do.
Lord, she is crazy. Her and this Vagisil. Oh my goodness. She
Okay.
thinks this Vagisil is a normal thing that
No,
every
please.
woman is supposed to use every day.
Every woman needs to know that if you need Vagisil that bad, just go to the doctor.
Doctor.
Like,
Right.
I
really,
agree.
you should not be using Vagisil products. Like, they are not good for you.
No.
Your coochie does not need all that. If you are clean, if you're a clean person, which is totally possible as a fat person, you can be clean. Okay, so don't say it's because she's fat. She just needs to be clean. And I just want there to be like a disclaimer every time she talks about a Vagisil product that if you're requiring a Vagisil product, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to just go reach for some Vagisil. You go to the doctor. Like, that's what gynos are for.
Mhm.
They exist for a reason.
Now, here's a
Like,
question based off
what?
of the entire conversation, because we're talking about Vagisil, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if that's a powder form, because I did see somebody
She
say
has
it's like a
all
paste.
of the
She
above.
has cream and
Yeah,
powder
she
and
buys
So-
their
the water.
whole line of products like it's
Mhm.
normal.
Right.
It's not
That's-
normal.
That's fantastic. My question
Some
is,
of those. Oh, sorry.
oh no, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. I want to hear your question first.
My question is, if she's drip drying and she needs a butt buddy, sorry, then how in the hell is she applying this Vagisil? Is she just
Laying
throwing it
down.
up in the air and just like rolling over? Is she just, what is she doing? How's she getting it down there? Is she?
You know what?
I
You're
can see her
probably
just like throwing
right.
it up in it. Poof.
It's probably just for
Just
show
holding her legs
because
open. Is that what she's?
Hannibal, it's probably just for show because she honestly has made a fool of herself talking about her lack of personal vaginal care, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And
it
she's
sounds like
trying
we're
to
caught up
cover
in
it up and be
the
like, oh,
Tudor.
well, look, guys, I carry Vagisil with me 24/7.
Yeah, well,
It's not good for
Well,
you
that's
down there.
not
You don't want to
sexy.
the pH balance there. The vagina is self-cleaning, folks. If you
right.
take care of
Really,
it will take care of itself.
like legitimately, you're not really supposed to wash the inner area with anything more than
No.
water. Just
Right.
water. That's, the outer area you can use some light soap, but the inner area should just be water. So
Water.
putting all
That's
these
it.
creams and powders and all that, you're right. She has to have a constant infection. Like it has
Well,
to be.
she probably have BV.
She
Yeah.
might.
She talk about that people talk about her underwears are crusty and stuff. And she even made a comment talking about these are not crusty. Girl, you got BV.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That's just
crusty.
Right.
It's just the hygiene shit is so
I don't think
bad.
crusty and underwear should ever really be in the same sentence together.
I think she's already got her own TV show. I think SpongeBob did it, didn't they? The Krusty Krab.
She's got.
That's what she is.
Crusty
She's,
clam.
oh God, clam chowder. Blech.
Oh my god. I'm like,
Yeah.
skag.
So
Anyways, new topic.
thank you, Hadass. I appreciate that. This is like absolute more questions coming, and I couldn't stop myself. So thank you. New topic sounds good.
She don't understand it's just not normal. It's not normal at all.
Yeah, and that's why I don't understand. Like the people in her chat have to tell her that that's not normal. Does she not read that? Like,
Wait a
know.
minute.
Well-
Whatever.
Wait a minute. Monty,
What?
you're a Karen too. I love this. Everyone
Yes,
is a
he's a
Karen.
Karen.
Yeah. So if everyone in her chat or some of the people in her chat are feeders and they are.
It only takes
her
one
for
though,
that.
doesn't it? There's them people in life where you'll have an opinion and you'll ask like hundreds of people and they'll say no, but you'll get that one person that says yes. And like, right, okay. So the thing is, she's just looking for acceptance of one person, and then that she's not completely delusional. That's all. And then people like S-Jam, which obviously not anymore, and just the Holy Trinity, the three of them. She doesn't need any more with that. And Pete's is always going to pretty much agree with her or not question her really, because obviously she pays the bills for everything. So there's no one in her actual real life to take accountability. She only has to read what's on the screen and then go, oh, right. And it's not actually, she can shut it off. So it's not actually playing with her real life.
But how often do you read something that somebody is telling you thousands of times per day and blow it off? When do you not take that time off and be like, you know what? I disagree with them, but maybe let me see in my next interaction if I am actually doing that.
That's because you've got self-awareness.
Right.
She hasn't. And if you have self-awareness...
Most people have self-awareness.
Exactly,
She don't.
She doesn't. And if you lack that, then you're obviously not going to see what you do is a problem. She's the only empath to herself. Everything that she says, it always results on her. When she says about, I'm a complete empath because I give the homeless people money, it's to make you feel better. For you to then tell your audience what you did. It's not for the fact that you've just gone and helped somebody out. It's because you felt sorry for them and thought, oh, that's a way of me to, talking points for content of look how good I am. It's not an empathy thing. And then everything that she does to everybody else, when it happens to her, that's when it's bad. She can never see.
Of course.
That's the thing. So everything that she was saying the other night of what I can't remember exactly what stream it was, but it was what
SJM stream probably.
yeah,
He
probably
did
whatever.
everything
Yeah.
that
Oh,
he has
that.
done.
Oh my goodness, that.
Everything that she accused him of doing,
Yes.
she has done to Natter in real
Yeah.
time for at
Oh,
least a
even
year on
worse.
tape. And I mean, yeah, he's a bad guy. I'm not gonna say he's a good guy, but I mean, he has absolutely said, "Leave me alone," like 1,000 times.
Yep.
And obviously, she's been trying to break and enter him. That thing with Nadir, sorry, when it was what 3 weeks when she tried to get into his house. 3 weeks, and she's been
Yeah.
speaking to SJam for months. Really, I'm not saying it's any better, but I mean,
No, she's been
at
speaking to
least,
SJM for about a year as well. He came around at the beginning of this.
But
There are absolutely 3 months of missing text messages off in there, and I'd like to see what happened in them 3
me
months.
too.
I also think that watching Curl Connection's video, that she deleted some of those messages, because you can delete your side of the messages and make it look like you haven't contacted them. So I
Yep.
think some of those
No,
have
that
been
whole thing was a
deleted.
joke.
and
That
why
whole
didn't
thing
he
was
say
a
whole
joke.
anything?
The whole
There was so much
exposing the
stuff
messages.
missing.
Yes, ma'am.
And then he gave the same excuse that Roman did, that he
Yeah.
can't show receipts because, oh, well, you know,
Well-
they're not there anymore.
Well, hold on. Maybe I got it. I see the bigger plan, because my imagination runs wild. We have a boxing match coming up between a Mitch match over the weekend, allegedly. And so I think that now she has introduced SJam as her heavyweight to take out Monty, because he looks slow and he looks stupid, and I'm sure he could take a couple of punches.
But look,
There
SJM,
you go. Are you going to invite him to the match?
Look, SJM though, aka Peter Griffin, he using this whole thing to gain subscribers though. He's doing mukbangs now and putting out videos again. He's using this for his own advantage.
Because she said it was okay.
Yeah,
She
because
set it up
Like she set that whole thing up. Like really, I
Yeah.
think that it was supposed to go one way, and then he live streamed it, and then that freaked her out, and so she shut the whole thing down and just said, "Here, you can go do like Roman then. You know, you have a
I'm looking at it a
channel."
whole different way. I'm looking at it a whole different way, but I'll explain that later. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
What? No, go ahead. That's what I think. I don't think that originally that was the plan, but that became the plan after the whole thing went weird.
I don't think that was the plan. I think you're right on. He effed up the original plan,
right.
and this is the backup, already pre-made, prefabbed plan. You know, this
Right.
is a default plan that we're gonna fall back on if anything happens, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm looking at this as more of a business model than. I mean, she's always trying to set up something, and she thinks she's the ultimate business person. She's already snatching parts of other people's lives, and she's mentioned Nikocado so many different times. Why wouldn't she try to take his business model kind of deal?
Do you think Chantal, I've got to address this, that she was put off when she had a FaceTime or something by SJ when she realised how much she looked like her? Because
I don't know.
they are very similar. They are very
Could you imagine? I've never seen
I
two
thought she was
people
looking in a mirror.
that look more the same. That whoever did that side-by-side picture, it is 100% the same person. Like, are you sure that they're not cousins or something?
You know what?
And then
Like, for real, it's uncanny. It really
She
is.
does
Even the
have
teeth.
stepbrothers, doesn't she, in Canada?
Well,
Did y'all see how he tried? SJam tried to call Gary an inbred, but then them two look like they're inbred.
Yeah.
Come on now.
He had nerve.
He had that written down. You could see him looking at the notes. Like, this is my jab at Gary, just because he wants Gary to watch him. That's why.
He don't want to
shouldn't ask
start
for
making
attention
enemies.
he don't want. Yeah.
He don't want to start making enemies in this community.
But that's how he's going to get an audience. That's the only way, is if Gary's making fun of him. You know that he's not going to get a real audience. He's going to be like Chantal. Right. You know, more people watch her on other people's channels than on her own channel. That's the way he wants to be.
I tried watching Nader for the first time. Like, I've never watched his channel, but I
Yeah,
was just
no.
intrigued to watch with what they were saying about Proud Grammy. So I watched that, and his whole chat wasn't really even. They're either encouraging him to dox. They kept doing that like all the time, or they were just throwing tomatoes at him, at him, and I was just listening to what he was saying, and he made no sense. He just was going on about the relationship that they had when they got on, and he was trying to like, oh, it's a sick burn. Like, how are you proving anything? Yes, when you were friends, when you got on, there's nice messages, and now you're not. So obviously there's not any nice messages. I don't know what he was trying to prove. And then, because he kept saying, oh, Lardy, no one knew who Lardy was. I know he was referring to Gary, but no one knew he was referring to Gary. So it kind of,
Yes.
his whole drag was pointless. It really was.
And I would like to know who gets drunk and sends super chats.
People who are desperate to be seen.
A lot of
Because
people.
if that's the case, please get drunk and come send me some super chats
Right,
and some
girl?
cash out and all that, you know.
Well, that's how it kind of works, though, isn't it? How you've seen, when people do super chats, you obviously, I believe the creator almost feels obliged, and obviously it's polite to acknowledge that because you've tipped them, and then that's when and that's the whole thing. So it's just to be seen and to be heard, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say. So obviously, Nader doesn't really understand the whole of politeness in general, of courtesy. He goes on about respect, but in order to gain respect, you must earn respect, and he does neither. So
that's true.
It kind of like he will acknowledge what he wants, and then it's the same with Foodie Beauty, where she's like, "Oh, you're only donating me $2."
Thank you, Nisi. I've already
You are
called that
so
delusional
right.
behavior out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's it's just for that. It's people will donate because they want to be seen and want you to know that my voice needs to be heard, kind of thing. So that's why
I think S-Jam, that's right. I think S-Jam just got pissed up and thought he was sending money to himself. It was an easy mistake to make.
How has he got all that money? He looks like a tramp.
Right.
He had some
I
sort
don't
of
get it.
injury settlement. Yeah.
Right.
So he's
just a millionaire like Roman.
Isn't that like, what's he called? Oh, what they call Shani and Rev? Didn't they get money for that? Blow it out. They lived like tramps and all. And then look at them.
Yeah,
now,
they got like
fuck all.
$70,000 for something, and then they ended up blowing it all, leaving it in the house. Then they live exactly like Chantal, which I mean,
Right.
Okay.
and then told people to come and get it, and then tried to turn around and sue the people that came and got their nasty stuff because they exposed living conditions.
Oh God Almighty!
Yeah, Shani is a whole nother story. There's so many rabbit holes. I mean, I think
know.
I'm Alice.
She's like Stig of the Dump. She's just vile. She's vile and what's he called? Carrot peen or something. What is it with all these like vegetable penises? It's green peen and carrot dick, and that's all I hear when I look
at
baby carrot. That's it. So I knew their name. I knew their names before I knew the birth names. So I kept seeing on Twitter like, oh, a baby carrot. Like, who the fuck is baby carrot? And then I just see all that green peen, and I like when you miss like a little bit of like food, as we all know, you miss fucking loads, don't you?
Well,
so
green peen comes from Nader was supposed to give her the Gano.
I bet she'd give it him. She's fucking vile.
I would say that. I would go with that, especially given the fact that she carries around. I don't know what's
her fanny is like a drop pie.
I have a question.
A petri dish of punani. So
I have a question for Monty. Monty, is she shadow banned? Because like you can't find when you type in her
sometimes
name,
she just doesn't show up at all.
Right.
Yeah, she would. I would say that is what would be described as a shadow ban. If you're not the first person showing up when your name's typed into YouTube, when you have close to 100,000 subs, yeah, that would be by definition.
And when she's
shadow
live,
ban.
even
Yeah,
when she's live, it doesn't even show up.
Everybody else's channel show up except for hers.
Yeah. People with like 200
Wow.
subscribers
Yeah,
show up
that's.
before her.
I just noticed that somebody said that the other day, and I noticed it last night when I was making some. Never mind. But
Yeah, and I've
It's
noticed
step
as
one.
well.
At least we know YouTube is taking notice.
Yeah,
Right.
I've done it
It's step
before.
one. So
does that? Oh, so is that a result of the ad revenue and the sponsorship going away? And I guess
I don't know because
eventually,
I don't know if someone else knows, but you know, like when you have an iPhone, and it doesn't have the join button, does it? That's a lot of the time why people have to go to the link. Now, I have an iPhone and I've never been able to see join on any channel other than one, which was H3 Productions a while ago. Oh, and I saw it on Emily D. Baker's, but I just thought, oh, they've got hundreds and hundreds and thousands. Whereas yesterday, I was doing the same thing, the trying to work out if I could find Foodie's channel with it being ban evaded. And when I did find it, it had the join button for an iPhone. So I don't know why she's got it. Anne Boleyn hasn't got it. And I don't know why it's coming up on my phone.
she opened up her chat again.
Is that why?
Yeah, she opened up her chat because I believe somebody, what was that, gifting of subs
Yeah,
of
someone
something?
said something about
Mhm.
if she opens her chat, you can give other people membership.
But wouldn't Monty have that? I've never seen it on like
You
Monty's
have
channel.
you have to fill out a form. It's
Oh,
right
okay.
now it's in the beta stage, which means that they're testing it out, and you have to request to be a part of the program if that's what you want to do.
So she would get up and
num-
request for that and not do anything
Well,
else. Yeah, wow.
theory
So-
time, because I'm going to tell you right now. Sorry, I don't mean to
Oh
interrupt.
no, go ahead.
No.
We all know that Natter himself has said it multiple times. Dee Dee herself, that they don't know how to run YouTube or anything of the sort, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They could not on God's green earth, they could not have figured this out on their own. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because even Gary, myself, Gary and I had to search to see, okay, where is this available? And it's not actually advertised in studio, it's advertised in an article where there's a link and then you have to do right? So I don't think there's any way that they could have figured this out. So that tells me that perhaps Miss Foodie Beauty was the one who set this program up. And in my theory, Jolene is Foodie. There you go.
I agree.
I would 100% agree. I would
Yeah,
agree
me too.
because I mean she's already known for making shadow accounts. She's done that. Didn't I hear her say somebody banned her on Tinder, so she made a catfish account for that too? What was that?
Yeah, she did.
She'll have loads of sock accounts. She gets around. She watches everybody. She acts like she is stupid for a lot of things, but she's very tuned on into the YouTube and what people are saying about her and anything that she can grasp hold of. She's very, very in tune with it. It's the only thing she does. She sits on her ass all day and she watches what everyone does.
So who knows about the Twitter campaign? Because I'm interested in
Lucy,
hearing about
Lucy, you
this.
got all the tea.
Yeah, this Twitter campaign sounds. And I got a Twitter account, and I guess I
Me
should go
too.
on it.
They should link it to that video that garlic guy or whatever his name is did.
Garlic bread.
Yeah,
Garlic
garlic
bread.
bread. He just did that real good one that showed all of her flashing and all that.
Oh, that was
So
disgusting.
I'm sure they know.
Doing the Twitter thing should be sending that video too. Like, I mean, I know you can send. It's all kind of compiled though on there. So
I think somebody will have done, because that garlic bread video about her exposing it and everything, it was very well done. It was an expose of her exposure to say, and YouTube really do need to do something about that. Whether they will or not, I don't know.
There's consequences for us, natural. There's
Yeah.
consequences for us, the smaller creators. If we step out of line, all it takes is a small amount of people to report us, and boom, channel gone.
And boom, right.
And with them, they just get away with stuff that I'm like, so wait, they can get away with it because they make you more money. Got it.
She reminds me of every person that you've probably had dealings with at school, where you've got that one kid that just is always constantly naughty, gets away with everything. You're the good kid. You do one thing slightly out of line and you're completely punished for it. And she's exactly the same, where it's almost like she gives her a pass. And the fact is, the worst thing that YouTube could have done was given her channel back, because it not necessarily in terms of like, see, I'm right. It's more of like the it was validating everything for her, if that makes sense. Not in terms of an income thing. Like, see, I was always right, and she'll never
100,
accountable. Yeah, never.
Well, I would
and even
say
if she did lose Foodie Beauty channel, she's got Beezer channel because it's under Beezer Productions. It's not her channel.
She could do so much, like with her
So even if she does lose her
yeah.
Foodie Beauty channel, Riri, she would still have the Beezer channel, which
But that's the
Beezer
thing.
show.
It even that was so messed up. Even when she was banned, she was able to make the Beezer show channel, and
That's still ban evading.
ban evading. Like, how could she keep that channel as well?
I just think that like any police investigation, they are just building a case, allowing her to get enough rope to hang herself. I think that her channel should have been reinstated. And yes, it was the worst thing that has ever happened to her, because it did give her a feeling of invincibility, also validation of what she's already been doing. But in the same sense, I also believe that having her channel back, losing money with her channel still up, will more so send that reality check in faster than her losing her channel. Unless she loses her channel and can't go to any other platform and then has to come back to, as I'm going to say, normal life reality, then I think that anytime she loses her channel, she's just going to hop to the next platform and start over. And no matter what happens, she's going to have the feeders follow her. She's automatically going to get monetized on that channel. Now, what she does on that channel and how they pay will be different, and she's not going to want to work outside of YouTube's lazy
Right. Well, that's why she doesn't do it in the right place anyway. Because like the website I work on, like she wouldn't compete with the rest of the girls. Like, there's so many beautiful BBWs on there that she wouldn't make nearly the money that she thinks that she would be worth.
Intimidated by y'all. She would be intimidated by all of you guys.
And the thing is, I don't think she, for one, she couldn't do anything like what you do, hot ass business. And the thing is, she seems to me, if she's saying that she's got like an active eating disorder, and when you've got an eating disorder, you're not proud of your body, whichever size that you are. So that's almost disingenuous to her and to everybody else who are proud of their bodies and want to and do what you do, because obviously what you do, I see people wearing crop tops and I think, oh my God, you have so much confidence. I could not do that. And I may be like half the size of what they are. It's all with the confidence. And she hasn't got any confidence. I don't wear them in public
though.
No, but even
like, I can sit in front of the camera in a skimpy little bikini, but I wouldn't go to the beach in that. Like I understand the difference between, you know, like accepting my body and forcing the rest of the world to look at my body.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what she doesn't understand. Like when I go out, I put on clothes. I wear cute long dresses or whatever. I don't wear a damn bikini. And even though it's 100 degrees outside, I would never, ever, ever do that. Because
the thing is, you can even
to everyone else. And
it's even with yourself. It's not about, she doesn't care about anybody else. It's all about her. The thing is, you've got confidence within yourself. And like you said, you're respectful to that. But you are yourself. Like, I don't mean to keep it on me, but I don't leave my house pretty much. I am scared to death. I've got 2 children who are severely autistic. That's another reason why I can't stand Foodie Beauty with all that, which is another conversation.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, sorry. And then the thing is with me, I struggle to, like when she said about the whole bathing thing at first, I thought at first, is it a mental thing? Is it that she can't, with her, when she said about first having an eating disorder, I thought it's something I can relate to. I shower, and I shower fully clothed because I can't bear to take off my clothes and touch, and I find it hard to touch myself. I have like really thick mitts on, and I went a whole 4 weeks without a month of getting in the actual physical shower. I had to just try and sponge bathe on top of my clothes because I couldn't bear touching myself, but I knew I needed to clean. And that's how I am. So I understood with that. And there's no way in the memory of man that I could do anything like that. Never mind just to me. No one else cares. No one else, strangers. But that's just to me in my own home where I'm not being recorded. And it's about having your own confidence within yourself. So she's just being so disingenuous to people that make careers like yourself and do an absolute phenomenal job in what you do, and the confidence that you have, even if it's just solely for yourself and for no one else. It's what a lot of people wish to have, and I wish I could have an ounce of that. So, yeah. Sorry if I've upset anyone. I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank
No,
you
no,
for
not
sharing
at
your
all.
journey with us. It's eating disorders and stuff. Like I went through one in high school from the ages of 15 through 17. I was severely anorexic.
Yeah.
And
It's like I have no teeth. I've said this before. I've just turned 30, and I've got no teeth. Like the day I was born, no teeth, and I've just got dentures in. I have osteoporosis. My anxiety is.
I have over half of my teeth are missing.
Yeah.
Because I was on Depo-Provera for 7 or 10 years total. But it completely destroyed my mouth. So I have to wear dentures. So don't feel bad about dentures.
No, it's almost like I obviously, when you say an eating disorder, and I get it from her point of view that, it's more the extreme sort of like Eugenia Cooney side that's more taken prevalence than it is the bigger side, the binge eating side, and I do get it. But even though they look completely the opposite, the tendencies are very similar, and it's just how she just picks and chooses of what mental problem am I going through today. I wish I could do that. I wish I could wake up and be like, no, I'm not dealing with my eating disorder today. And it's been well over 10 years for me now. I didn't have it as a child. I got it later on in life. And like I said, I've been institutionalized 5 times. It's never happened. Nothing sticking. And I watch her and I just feel like there's so many things that you've victimized for people that go through, whether it be mental issues or DVs and essays and anything.
And makes a pure mockery of it. I agree.
I feel like she gets it's almost like a Christmas cracker, and she pulls a cracker like, oh, which one am I today? And that's what she plays on, and that's why so many people have gravitated to her, because because there's somebody where it's affected. There's so many, and it's like, pick a lane, choose a lane, but don't be so disgusting. There's people in your community that you're affecting that want to help you, and she just looks at everyone as if we're a piece of shit. We don't know what we're talking about, but we do, Chantal.
Yeah,
we do. She's extremely privileged in every single sense of the word, and I don't think she'll ever change, ever.
Somebody was creeping up on me. I had to look around. What was going on?
It's probably Chantal coming. Let me in.
Oh, the ground would have shook.
I noticed that. I don't mean to get off subject, but I noticed that it's been a lot of people getting blocked. What's going on in the chat?
They're calling her on her BS, I think.
No, I think people are coming in and they're being asses. And they're
don't
getting
worry
blocked
about it.
in the chat.
Just ignore it. It's okay. Don't bring it on panel.
Okay.
Oh, you mean?
I just didn't know. I didn't see what was going on. I just noticed that it's been a few people that's been blocked. Troll.
Oh, on this chat, I thought you meant her.
Yeah.
Well, girl, I'm gonna tell you what I see just from the outside looking in is that some toes have been stepped on the other team.
I see.
And so what they're doing is they're sending kamikazes over here to come in and just eliminate themselves. They're just coming in throwing bombs at everybody. And so we have a nice, as Reagan would put it, Star Wars defense system. that is shutting this shit down. As soon as it comes up, it's going getting shut down. So that's great,
Exactly.
which allows us here on panel to carry on about our daily conversations. That's just the
Hmm.
over how I see it.
I just want to apologise to, is it Double Chin? I'm sorry if I've offended you. I'm really sorry. I know everyone, mental
You
health
haven't.
is
You haven't
different.
No, don't
offended
you
anyone.
apologise.
No, I
You do
appreciate you sharing
apologise.
your journey. That's really great to hear from
Right.
somebody who's
That
gone through a real path
No,
versus
I
That's
understand
very
that.
yeah.
brave of you. That's very brave of you to get up here on panel and share your journey because that's
Yeah,
not easy to speak about.
No. And everyone
right.
goes through, but people can have the same disorder and it be completely different. And I understand that, and I really, really do. And I never want, everyone goes through different things. All I, like I said, gravitate towards was that, and just was like, you're not on your own. I completely get it. But when, after watching her for so long, and I've met all sorts of people, from all sorts of disorders, and
Mhm.
genuine people. And you get, when we say to Chantal, like with her leaving Nada, we say, she's got no responsibilities. She can just walk away. There's nothing like stopping her. A lot of people
Right.
with mental problems, it's because they're stuck in their everyday life, and it's the way of cope. Like for me, my identity is my disorder, and that's what I feel sometimes with Chantal. That
But I
if
mean,
I suddenly was, 3 stone, I don't know, natural ginger, what's stone and pounds? What's 3 stone? What's that? 40 pounds? 40 pounds heavier,
One
say?
stone is 14 pounds.
Yes. So
£14.
we work in stones in UK, so when you say
Yeah, we
pounds,
do.
it
Yeah.
really throws me off. So
Yeah.
yeah. So obviously my if I was to put on that weight tomorrow, yes, someone may say, "Oh, you look better," and that's like the worst thing you can say to someone when they've got an eating disorder. That you
Yeah.
look better. Like, are you being serious? You're trying to say that I'm fat? Which no, they're not. But it's my identity. I'm known for being. I'm Riri, the one with the eating disorder. And if I didn't have that anymore, it's not that I want attention, it's acknowledgement, because before this, no one knew that I existed, and I've got nothing to prove to anyone. Whereas I feel like with her and Amber Lane, especially Amber Lane, if she was the dainty queen that she thinks that she is in real life, I think she'll feel irrelevant when actual facts, people will be
Thank you,
cheering her on.
Bamboozle.
Yeah,
that
you've got
brings up
nothing to apologise for, and we want you here on channel talking about your situation, your feelings. And I just want to say that you are aware
Oh
of
yeah,
yourself.
I've got
Chantal
people.
and
Yeah,
Amberlynn aren't.
yes,
So never
yes.
put yourself in the same category as
I've
those
been
two.
No.
to.
They're just a
Exactly.
mess.
I've been to. When they say therapy, I've been to therapy. I've been to a hypnotherapist. I've obviously been inpatient 5 times. I've done everything you can imagine, and every single therapist that said to me is like, "You're the most logical thinking," and it's like, yeah, I know exactly what I do. I know exactly what I am, and I know exactly everything. I'm not oblivious to it at all, and I think that's my demise because I'm so aware. It's not like a light bulb moment to go, oh right, okay, I just need to do this and just to feel better, and it's really not. And I wish
Have
it
you
was.
have you attempted like alternative things like maybe ayahuasca or something
What's
that's
that?
mushroom
Oh,
the
I've never. I'm not allowed. Well,
DMT type because like so I've been on a long journey for
yeah.
years now and I did ayahuasca and it really really helped me with a lot of things but the 5-MeO DMT um was what really changed me.
Well, there's a
um
lot of drug. Well, in the UK, there's a lot of
it
drugs that aren't even legal. So, but the thing
but
is
well
as
you
well,
guys
they
have
won't
the
give it.
ketamine. They have
Yes,
the
they
ketamine
won't.
treatments.
That's the problem. They won't give it. I've got loads and loads of health issues. I've had TB twice, tuberculosis
uh,
twice. I've had that. I thought I had lung cancer last year. And I'm only, for my weight, allowed to have 8 milligrams of paracetamol a day because of my weight. So I have narcolepsy, I have all these problems that are wrong with me, osteoporosis, and they're not allowed to give me virtually any medication that's remotely strong because of my weight. And even though I know I can hack it, they won't give it me. So that's the problem that I have, that they just say to me, put on a bit of weight and we'll give it you. And I'm supposed to have surgery. I've got a prolapse intestines, all that stuff. They've got loads of things, but they won't give me any.
Praying for you.
Thank you. They won't give me anything because of my weight, and that's the problem that I have. I can't put on the weight until I get obviously help, and that's my thing that I worry about, of just suddenly putting on the weight, getting the help, and then just losing it all again because I'm not in control.
Yeah, and I have the literal opposite problem as you. I can't lose weight.
Yeah.
And it's not even a joke. Like, I have like weird health problems, and for whatever reason, I've talking about eating disorders. I've literally starved myself to as fat as I got.
Yeah.
So my metabolism is so screwed up that the surgeon, when I was talking to the surgeon just like 2 months ago, he finally admitted that yes, that the weight loss surgery won't work for me because my body thinks that 1,200 calories a day is where I belong. Yeah. So I have to eat like 800 calories a day to lose weight. And that's fucked up. Like, that's really fucked up. But that's, it is what it is, and we work with it, and we're trying to figure it out.
Well,
but I wish to
point.
God I could just give you some of my fat. Like, here.
I know.
Here's the main point in all of this.
I just want to lose some weight, though. But yeah, no, trust me, eating disorders is how some of us get as big as we do.
Yeah, here's the main point. No matter what disorders you're dealing with, eating disorders or mental disorders, physical disorders, it doesn't give you a right to be a shitty person.
No, and you have to work on whatever's wrong with you. You
have to work on it. Yeah, and in this instance, we're talking about a complete shitty person that is unaware and continuously throws out this toxicity onto everybody else who agreed.
Right. And when you question anything, when you question her on anything, it's, oh, you're
hating, you're fat shaming. Yeah.
You're fat shaming, you're mental health shaming. No, girl, no.
And so that creates, and so I do 100%, I do make sure that I try to address mental health, because that is seriously what this is all about. This is all about addressing somebody's mental health. But in the meanwhile, after I've addressed your mental health, I have a ton of jokes and mental images and things that I will because my philosophy is everybody is responsible for their own mental health, and everybody's not going to broadcast their struggle. Once you do broadcast your struggle, you absolutely give the public an opinion on that struggle. And then it's your responsibility to take. And once you become irresponsible with it, you open yourself up to all kinds of criticisms, insults, and whatever else anybody else has to say. So therefore, welcome, Hannibal 615. Here I am to let you know.
I was just going to say what Jarella said. I was just going to say what Jarella said, yeah. But the thing is, we've all, like, a lot of people have mental health, but it's never, like the last comment just said, an excuse. People still have to look after people and go to work and live lives. Yes, we've all got mental disorders, but it doesn't give you the excuse to be a prick at the end of the day, which is what she is. She's the biggest fucking prick going, and she makes my blood absolutely boil because she's a disgrace. She's a disgrace to people that are struggling, that can't get out of bed. I wish I couldn't get out of fucking bed most days, but I've got, like I said, 2 autistic kids. I'm on my own, and I've got to do what I've got to do. And half the time I don't want to wake up, and she has got all the resources there, and she can go fuck herself. Ugh,
that's annoying. My biggest problem with her is that she has, at the tip of her finger, she has access to everything she could ever want. Like, literally, she makes enough money, plus she's in Canada, she's got good health care, she could have everything she needs to be the best person that she could be, but she chooses not to. And that's what makes me the most angry about all of it.
Instead, she's on camera right now stuffing her facial with a nasty.
And
With
she's
a
eating
And
Nash.
don't you dare for 1 second go in there and tell her put the
Oh,
nasty down because she's gonna call you a skinny bitch.
absolutely
That's
not.
fat shaming her. That's the
I would
problem I have,
not.
right? You know, we're discussing these disorders that some of us have experienced, some of us know about or have seen someone go through it, right?
Yes.
And
Right?
she sits there and she's done it several times. You're a skinny bitch. All you skinny bitches F off. Buh, 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 buh. Ma'am, how do you know the person that's in front of you that's skinny isn't struggling on the daily to try and force themselves to eat? Because that's what I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Every day I have to sit there and be like, today you have to eat. Because if you don't eat, you're going to basically starve yourself to death.
Yeah. And it's not a badge of honor. I mean, the amount of times I either get like, how did you do it? Or what most people do is just eat a pie. You know, they're like, yeah, I'll just eat a pie. I'll just eat a burger and then I'll be completely fine. And it's just like when you're upset or why are you depressed? Just go and have a walk outside. Yeah, I'll just go and touch grass while I'm at it. Shut up.
And now we got S Jam taking shots on camera. I thought he was getting help for alcoholism.
Oh my God, is it? That's
She's taking shots
Oh
of,
my
I don't
God.
know if
It's
it's tequila
alive.
or whiskey, but he's taking shots and chasing it with a mug root beer.
that's so wrong. That's just no. And what is
Go
she
on,
doing? What's this
Chantal,
mess
shovel
doing?
it in.
And so this is
Choppers around her.
disorder. This is disorder in full blown. What we're watching here is nothing but she's not hungry. She's not hungry, guys.
No.
She's
Hannibal,
absolutely
she's
stressed
miserable,
out.
isn't she?
Yeah. And that little
She's
flap of arm
miserable.
right there makes me giggle every time she does that. I'm sorry. That is just sad.
How much can she fit into one side of her mouth? Jesus
when your
Christ. It's
tricep
like another
sags
head.
down and it looks like an
Right.
elbow, you need to hit the gym. You need to seek some help. Your tricep should not look like an elbow. That's all I'm saying.
It's just revolting. And I would find her just as revolting if she was your size and my size, Riri. I really do.
Yeah.
It's everything about her. She's big. Yeah, she's
Honestly, her
massive.
size,
But
it
it's
baffles
not
me.
just that.
Because-
Absolutely not. She's
How
just
tall are you, Natural Ginger?
Absolutely getting hammered
5'1".
on. He's absolutely getting hammered on YouTube.
Is he?
Yes.
God.
Who
Natural
was doing
Ginger.
what?
S Jam.
Jam is S Jam. He's getting hammered on YouTube.
Oh, I'll be back.
Yeah, he has it age restricted, but
Oh,
Hannibal,
God.
don't leave us
Hannibal's
yet.
off on
Oh, I'm not
intrepid
going anywhere, guys. I
journey.
gotta go and do some.
Go and
I
have
mean, if
check
they
it out.
got spies, why can't we have spies? You know, this
No,
is like
God.
Mad TV. I'm spy versus spy. They got the black spies, we got the white ones. So.
What's amazing is that there's 32 people watching this man get hammered during the day on a live stream. For why? There is
Oh no! Wait
no
until you see me.
connection to Foodie Beauty. Zero.
No.
Or
have a
other
connection
than what
for all
happened
of
this
this.
weekend. Yeah, like why are people watching him? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Well, people are
They're
logged
waiting on
into
him to
what
spill
this
the
is.
beans.
Oh
He
yeah,
ain't
get
trying
him.
to
Legit.
spill anything.
Spill what? He has nothing to spill. The only thing he's spilling is that liquor he's trying
That
to put in his
liquor
They
in
mouth.
his
don't know
mouth.
anything
Yeah,
about
but think
what
how
he
much Roman has been able to profitize off just that one time
True.
fucking car. He's been able to milk it like the fucking cow she is. So I mean,
Absolutely.
it doesn't baffle me. The thing it is with that having contacts with Chantal is like, oh, this fucking amazing thing. It's really not. I think I'd need a fucking gas mask to be near it,
Thank
honest to
you.
God.
And see, I
Thank
think
you.
that's one reason why she didn't want S Jam or to meet S Jam because she smells like a swamp. Maybe.
Well, I'll tell you something. If I
She
had
needs her
just
own
been
theme
told
tune.
by the whole of YouTube and probably Kiwi Farms now, I don't know, that I actually looked like Kiwi, I'd be fucking getting hammered right now, I tell you.
Right?
Oh my God. When they
She
said that she looks like a baby bird with her hair, oh my God, I just
She
fucking
really
died.
did look like a baby bird. She really did look like a baby bird with her hair spiked up like that. I
She
was like,
did.
Lord,
She needs her own
that was
theme
the
tune.
truest thing she's
And
ever
she's always
said.
got her mouth open asking for food. Baby Bird was perfect.
Can't you imagine her have her own theme tune? Like every time she walks, like
Yeah,
I
that's
can
it.
just like a
Oh, you
fucking
don't
clown.
you
Yeah.
don't hear that?
Riri, we're from the same part of England where they have brass bands. Can you imagine her to euphonium music and tuba music?
Fucking
How
brass
do I even
band.
find this guy?
Perfect.
What am I looking for
Yeah.
in his channel?
Just SJ. Look, and then on top of that, if he had some type of leg surgery from his injury, if he's on any type of painkillers, he shouldn't be drinking at all.
No,
That
exactly.
doesn't
Thank
matter
you.
when you're an alcoholic. That does
Yep.
not matter when you're an alcoholic. If he is
He's
an
not driving.
alcoholic.
And
He's
you
not
know
driving.
what?
He's not
You're
driving.
right about that natural ginger, because he did say he was on out. He had out. He was dealing with alcohol and other things. I think he been mixing alcohol in those pills.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And that'll
Because right
probably give him the
now,
high that he needs.
because let me tell you, the first when he made his first video, he was nervous as shit. Right now, he has a beer muscle. And if y'all don't know what a beer muscle means, that means when you get a little alcohol in your system, you get a little courage, liquid courage.
Yeah.
Liquid
Billy Big
courage.
Balls.
There you go, Monty. I'm telling you,
And
she's
that's when
setting
he
him up.
sends and on the same thing, that's when he sends Chantal all this money because when he's drinking, he has the beer goggles, as we say, don't we?
Yes,
He's got
yes.
the beer goggles.
Yes, yes.
Or
Billy
the
Big
liquor
Balls
goggles.
over there. Yeah.
No, that's what
Which
he
also
likes all
brings
the
me-
time. He likes the older, big ladies. That's his
That's what
thing.
he said.
This would also
He
make
said-
sense if he's got beer goggles on and she's delusional about how she looks. Then that's why they don't see that they look they're mirror images. That's why they don't see that.
Right.
They're all seeing like she's looking at him like, "Oh, I'm too skinny for you," and he's looking at her like,
Too skinny? Jesus Christ.
Well, he said that.
"This is
said
her
that
mind, not
plus
mine.
size
This is
women-
her mind. She absolutely
said that
believes she is a
Skinny
skinny
ankles,
queen."
hasn't she? She's got
He
really
said
skinny ankles.
He said plus size women need extra love.
We
Extra
do,
love.
baby.
He's got some extra love to give some plus size women from these
Everybody
shirt
needs
buttons.
extra love.
Hold on,
Everybody.
everybody, hell, everybody
You're
needs
beautiful.
love equally.
Yes.
Can you
Yay.
see
Not
my
her.
kitty? This is Mark.
I thought it was DD. I thought it was a grey pussy. It's DD.
He's just so
Not great
cute. I had
pussy.
to show him.
Oh, that's bullshit and all. I don't believe she did that with DD. I really, really don't. I really don't. I think because I don't. Because I
I
don't.
think she
Has
really
anyone
did go down with Dee.
has anyone asked Nada like directly? Did you ever do that? Because I've
But
never
he
seen
ain't gonna
anyone.
answer that question. He not gonna answer that question. But I really do think she did that because first of all, Dee and Nada never denied it.
Mm.
And second of all, Chantal tends to tell the truth about them when she's mad.
Well,
I bet
when
she was
she
crap
was.
at it though. I bet she was
Yeah.
absolutely rubbish at it. I bet she didn't know what she was doing.
Sure,
I bet she was rimming.
No way.
Infiltrated.
No way. And then Dee Dee's stomach was sitting on top of her face.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, what? I'm getting like
No,
a
she said she held
mold,
up
like
her
a blob
fupa.
picture that everybody's kind of molded together. What are we saying?
I
That's-
said
what-
Dee Dee's stomach was sitting on her face when she was giving fellatio.
No, she
Oh.
said she held it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
you-
held
She
it up. I'm
pushed it
sorry.
up. She pushed up the fupa.
She pushed
held
it
up
up
the
and-
fupa.
It got to the great puss.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
believe in
okay.
every time. I believe was that natural ginger. I believe whoever said that was right. Then they're down there filming SpongeBob episodes. That's all they're doing.
Yes, Krusty Krab.
Yes.
Yes.
When they lift up the fupa, they're down there filming SpongeBob episodes. So look for the new episode of SpongeBob coming out to the next Nickelodeon near you.
Oh my god.
No, it ain't gonna be on Nickelodeon.
Unsponsored advertisement.
It might
did
be
it.
on Twitter, but not Nickelodeon.
Patrick Starfish eventually pops his pinkle.
I
Oh,
often do
dear.
a lot of like when
That's a
Monty does songs. When
That's what
Monty does songs.
That's what Chantal remind me of Patrick Starfish.
Ugh.
Oh, Patrick Starfish is so cute.
And Natter is
He's not.
Squidward.
Yeah, well,
I love
There is-
Squidward.
that
He's
sounds
like
about right.
he's like my because I'm just as moody as anything. I resign to
Pete's is-
Squidward.
yeah. Pete's
No.
is Sandy Cheeks.
No, Pete can be that little one. You know that little one who's got what's he called in SpongeBob? The little one that wants to take over the Krabby Patty place. Who's always
Plankton.
Plankton.
yes, that's who he is. That's who he
Plankton.
is. But it's like, shut the fuck up, Pete. No one's actually listening to you, and just kick him out the way.
Poor Pete. I'm
Lord.
gonna have to take
Poor
care of
Pete.
Pete.
He's a
I'm gonna
fucking
take.
ass.
Hey, we know this. There's no doubt it. I can't deny that.
Oh, my
Hannibal.
goodness.
But there's a
Hannibal,
reason.
you
There's a
got-
reason why Pete is an ass right now. There's a reason why, and I'm gonna explain it. I'll explain it later.
Hannibal, we gotta take care of this drunk stream that S Jam is doing today.
Oh, okay.
He's doing what?
Is that what we're gonna do?
No, I told Hannibal we gotta take care of this drunk stream,
Is
this
that-
live stream he got going on.
I'm in here scanning now, looking at him, and
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Me
all
too.
of this makes me very sad. All of this makes me very like it's depressing. It's
Yes,
really
it is.
depressing.
It is.
really
It
is.
is. It is.
And so, yeah, watch. This is a network of homebodies that have nothing else to do but sit around and create another network of false drama that will not necessarily impact everybody's life, but will absolutely touch on the heartstrings of everybody's life. And they keep sucking people in and pushing them out. It's very mechanical. It's and as stupid as
Oh,
she
he
is.
lit.
Bless you. Was that a sneeze?
Oh, sorry, I thought I was muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bless
No,
you.
you're fine.
Bless you.
It's okay.
He is lit.
All right, let me hear what he has to say.
If you listen to his voice, he is so lit. He's asking
Another idiot.
He's asking what to do with his channel. Sir,
that's a
you
legitimate
should
question.
already know what to do with your channel.
That's not necessarily
Delete.
true.
Delete it. Delete it. What'd you start it for? Just to start
Right,
yelling at
exactly.
people? Like,
That's
honestly-
what Pete started his channel for, just to yell at people. So why not? It worked kind of for, sort of.
And I do want to address something because I hear a lot of people say over and over again, well, stop reacting to them. Da 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 da. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. YouTube is not going to get rid of her anytime soon, even if we stop reacting to her, because again, she brings the money. So what would happen if people stopped reacting and basically bringing awareness in their own manner? For example, I like to add humor to it because I am not going to let Chantal get me all depressed and re-trigger some of my trauma. Okay. What happens if there's no reaction channels? Now Chantal has a platform where she can manipulate her audience and they're going to love it. And what happens if a younger person, because let's be honest, it's not the best system when it comes to filtering out younger people, okay, who are under 18, gets a hold of her channel. Oh, hashtag goals. I'm going to give up any and every promise I have for myself and dedicate myself to being a Chantal, because that's how I'll make money.
I don't see anybody aspiring to be a slob, a glutton.
I hope not.
A complete lazy, lying, manipulative, unwanted, unfriended. If my only friend in the world is a Pete, okay, I just might as well just jump here. Just jump here. Insert jump. Insert cliff. I mean, this nobody. I don't think that any kid is. I think she's more of a warning sign of like what not to do in life.
She's
Sadly-
incentive. She's motivation. Like I say, she's motivation to be a better person. Watching her gives most people, not all, a lot of people motivation to be a better person.
Ivana.
So
That's right. I mean, oh, what do I mean? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that she does trigger me in a few things, DVSA, all that sort of nonsense. Pretending she's been a coke addict, not done. Coke addict me here? No, she's not. Never been a coke addict. But
No,
so what I
no such
try is
thing.
I try and prick her pomposity and laugh about it, and really
Yeah.
do
Mhm.
find a lot of humor, and there is a lot of humor there. You've got to. I mean, it's a wicked sense of humor.
She
But
tells jokes every damn day. In every live stream, she is full of jokes if you are looking at them in a completely different light. If
yeah,
you take away all the
Mhm.
emotion.
the trick is to laugh at her and not with her, because you can't
Right.
laugh with
I
her.
mean, but that's
Exactly.
for me in particular, and I can only speak for myself on this because I hear everybody has their own. My issues are like insomnia or something. Other than that, I do have pretty good genetics in that aspect of I can't gain weight. I have a very high metabolism. I'm stuck at like 160 pounds since high school. So, and I'm 47 years old. But this is completely. You have to find the humor. You have to find the humor.
Right.
She's out here making these accusations and saying these things that are absolutely egregious. And especially if you have any type of family member that you've been close to, a related person, a loved one, cousin, uncle, mate that has dealt with any of these serious issues. I'm addicted to drugs, as you state. That's a serious issue. It takes
Yeah, it
people
is.
years to overcome that. And just because they are overcome or they've beaten that addiction does not mean that a relapse is not always around the corner. So
Mhm.
for you to sit here and make a joke off of it to get YouTube views, then I'm gonna make a joke out of you. But as I state,
Right.
for me, it's very hard because I don't want anybody to think that I don't have morbidly obese people in my family, that my cousin didn't just pass away at 400 pounds for these type of issues. I understand that. So for me to make fun of it, I have to tread a very thin line, and then I'm on that line, and I usually fall on the side of fuck it. So
Right.
that's
This
that's what
this
I'm at. I don't mean
man.
to be offensive to anybody, and I don't mean to.
Right.
I'm not trying to fat shame anybody because I love big women. I love women of all sizes. I love big women, skinny women, in
Right.
between women. It doesn't matter. A real woman is what I like, and that's a clean woman who has good conversation, that has a good head on the shoulder, that can make her own money without necessarily broadcast. That have some kind of privacy about themselves. That
Mhm.
that make moral and rash decisions, that we can come together and then form a real relationship. But what she has done, she has just made a mockery of anybody that has gone through any kind of real trauma and
Yep,
overcome. She has
exactly.
made an absolute three-ring circus of it. So, I
Yep.
mean, she needs some ringmasters, and I'm willing to take over one of these rings. I'm
Well,
willing
I'm
to.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what this man is drinking. He is drinking Everclear.
Oh,
He drinking
great.
Everclear
Is
and
he doing it
chasing it
straight?
with a root beer.
Oh
Now
my
he's
he is
doing
gosh.
trying to
shots of
he is
Everclear.
trying to fall out on camera
I am
because
here for this.
Everclear is so strong that it could
Mm-hmm.
start a car engine.
That's grain alcohol, and I can tell you a story about that from when I was in college. We had a hotel party because I went to a private black school that didn't have co-ed visitation at the time. So we had to rent a hotel room in the city where we were living. We rented this hotel room. We had two conjoining hotel rooms. One room was the alcohol room, and the other room was like the dance floor party room. So we moved everything around. We had a bathtub full of alcohol, and we had the fruit, and we filled the fruit with the Everclear. Well,
Oh.
my idiot ass decides that I'm going to take a whole cup of fruit and drink the Everclear because it was all together.
Mm-mm,
Why not? So
mm-mm.
my next memory was I wake up the next morning in somebody else's clothes, listening to Happy Feelings by Frankie Beverly and Maze, and it was really, really bright outside.
I'm gonna
So
tell you my story of Everclear.
I can't wait for him to finish this cup.
My story at Everclear was I was 18. I had got my freedom. I was so cute. I had on like a little all-in-one set with my little thigh-high boots. I got so messed up on Everclear. When I woke up the next morning, I was in my bed with no clothes on but the boots. Now who put the boots back on me? I don't know. But Everclear will do that to you.
Oh, I got so many stories about, yeah. So, hey, here's another one. In the mall one time, same college, decided that we was going to get out of class. And this goes back to him drinking at, what time is it? It's noon my time. It's actually 1 o'clock my time,
It's
2 o'clock.
152.
So around this time on, I know I grew up with like Ice Cube and NWA. And so I like St. Ides 40 ounce. Don't drink that mess.
I used to drink the St. Ides fruit punches. Those.
Oh, they were so nasty though.
Oh, but they were cheap and they would mess you up.
So in the mall on like my second 40 ounce of St. Ides here, I decided that I was gonna Chantal and throw up on somebody's clothes and have to be ushered out of the mall. Woke up about 10 o'clock that night in my car in the back seat on campus, trying to figure out how did I get back to campus in my car in the back seat.
Yeah, that happened to my husband.
Yeah, well, we're not married.
My husband, that happened to him. He woke up in the back seat of his car with throw up all over his clothes.
Bloody hell, Chantel's looking rough.
Oh, she's still, hold on. There's so much. We're gonna split screen this over here. Hold on.
This man is really he is shit faced right now. You can see the drunkenness in his face.
Is he crying yet? Usually people, when they're drinking, well, not
Get emotional.
Not yeah, start crying or singing. Coming home with.
I don't think he's at the point of crying just yet. Look how he looking.
God, he's so like Chantal. I really.
Tony though, he looks just
We've got
like
the same
her.
shaped head and eyes and
the teeth, everything, the nose.
He reminds me of Peter Griffin so much.
But see, that's an insult to Peter Griffin.
He got that whole head neck combination. That's not defined, you know, it's all in one.
I'm sorry.
He's just Chantal in the 5 o'clock shadow.
It is. You're right. She has got a 5 o'clock shadow.
I make myself like, oh, I'm getting shot at. Hold on.
Do you think he's going to flash us?
He looks like he's got the rat face going on. Like,
get the dicky do out. Get the dicky do out, S Jam.
I think he's going to try and capitalize off of the fact that most of us do think he's the male version of Chantal, and he's going to start doing anything and everything to get the same.
Oh, he's even simulating getting
right.
Swally.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah, we figured out. I got dual side screens going on here with both of them, guys. I wish you could see this. This is pretty interesting. Yeah, Chantal
should do that. Simulate, you know, blind date. Someone should do a voiceover with the split screen as if they're on, you know, the blind date.
Oh, Hannibal, you good at that? Hannibal is so good with the voiceover.
I'm not good at anything.
Yes, you are.
But hey, baby.
The resemblance is uncanny. It really is.
Who are you watching?
I swear they have to be cousins or something because
it
is.
Yeah.
Really
sort of
similar.
Bunkle,
is this the only way we're going to have to make them entertaining is to do voiceovers for them?
Yeah, Hannibal, you could do it with your sexy, sultry voice, like, hey, baby. You want to sit on my pooper? Want to stroke my pooper?
But look, they both got a pooper.
Chantal,
I don't know. I haven't seen. I gotta need to see S Jam. I'm gonna have to do some more homework on him. I don't want to be.
All right. Polly is saying something here. Polly says this is a person with obvious alcoholism, and he said so maybe he should be left alone. But he doesn't want to be left alone.
I'm
That's why
sorry,
he's
Polly.
doing live
Right,
streams, Polly.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
sorry, Polly. No, if you
Did
want
you
to be
hear
left
how he was
alone,
talking about Gary 2 days ago? How
Yeah.
disgusting he was being
mm-mm.
towards Gary. And he doesn't seem to give a crap. And Gary has been very open about his mental health issues, but no one seems to blink twice at that.
No, meet
look,
me later this
I
afternoon, and
get
I'm gonna show
that.
you an alcoholic that absolutely wants to be talked about, and he is
Yeah.
absolutely one
And
of
the
them.
thing
Right,
is he's opened and
exactly.
he's opened up about his addiction. He's ultimately profiting off it. He's using it for that. So for criticism, it's pretty much says it all, to be honest with you. He's fully aware of his addiction and he's
He is.
profiting off it. So if people are going to comment, then they're going to comment. So it's not really the audience's what's the word? It's
So
not
if he
our
got alcohol,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just saying it's not our responsibility to then say, oh,
That's
we need
true.
to leave him alone. He's openly said that. And obviously he's come on it and he's using his addiction. If he said, look, guys, I feel like I need to have a drink. I don't know what I'm doing. And if he used it in that sense, then maybe people could help him. But he's not. He's coming on and he's looking for the attention. No. And we've all got mental illness. But again, this is
And,
where he uses it for his own gains. No.
and another thing is his chat is telling him what, like suggestions on what he should be drinking.
Exactly,
Like
he's looking for that that go ahead, like what Chantal does. He's looking to be enabled.
if that's
No,
the sad part of it, then why the chat not telling him, look, no, you shouldn't be drinking. You trying to get help. Here is the hotline where you could get some help. You know what I'm saying?
if he's
His,
wanting help, he's going to ask help. He's going to be more receptive to that chat
thank
right
you.
there. He's going to be doing the things. He may still be drinking because that's a part of his addiction, but he's going to absolutely follow through with some of these things. For you to jump online and within 3 days gain enough for monetization as far as people wise, I'm sure you don't have the view hours, but
No.
you got 1,000 people basically overnight due to
Mhm.
this, and now you are going to jump on here, notify people that you have alcoholism as your addiction, and then turn around and absolutely engage in that addiction without
Right.
the help. You are no different from Chantel. You are no different from anybody else who's going to put yourself online, and you have opened your life up to this type of criticism, this type of talk, to those who are going to sit through your boring ass live stream or any other reaction that we decide to do. This is real work over here. What they're doing is play. Just sit
Polly,
there
we're
and
not.
film their life to sit around. Chantel right now is showing me the bottom of her fupa, which hangs down to her knees. Do your fupa hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? But and then I see
But
your
look,
feet down here. So this is not work.
Polly said that we're encouraging it. No, we're not encouraging it. His chat is encouraging it. We're not.
Anytime I've had an issue and I've sought help, I've done that within the privacy and the confidentiality of my life.
Okay.
I've never ever sought any kind of online attention or any kind of online assistance other than to talk to somebody to figure out where I need to go to talk to somebody. So for you to get on here and broadcast this, yes, somebody else will definitely have something to say about it. Welcome.
Exactly.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party of,
Exactly.
and again, I'm not I'm not the nicest person you're gonna meet, but I
Nope.
am consistent and fair. I'm fair and consistent. Okay. So I fought on both sides. I fought on the good and bad. I'm the one that gave Natter a chance before I found out that he was absolutely an ass. So for him to come on here and drink Everclear, I'm here for his downfall. If he's gonna stumble over his chair, if he's gonna pass out on the stream, if he's gonna throw up in his lap, I'm gonna be here for it. I am going to be now. If it takes 16 hours to get to that, I hope reaction channels are out there because you need to get somebody to like
Well,
highlight this mess.
I've got something to say, Hannibal, because he doesn't actually. He looks like a crap piss head because he isn't actually drinking. I've not seen him drink. So is he just pretending?
It could
What it
be.
is that he had the liquor bottle over to his left. It's sitting. If you look in the corner over here to the left, you could see the top of the bottle.
Ah, well,
And he has like a little shot glass that he's pouring it in and he's drinking it, then he'll drink the soda behind it.
all right, okay.
He just looks like he's about to burst into tears to me. He looks very upset. Like,
It's
Like
the
he's
hand
Chantal.
dog look, isn't it? It's
He
very
looks
hand dog
depressed.
looking.
yeah.
He looks very depressed.
He does look very depressed.
Yeah, and so does Chantal. They both have got this sort of
Again,
essence of misery about them, haven't they?
I think Chantal is absolutely in the breakup phase of her high school mind. She's absolutely, he won't talk to me anymore. And so now she's absolutely coming to grips with the things that she has to do. And she's realizing that she has nothing.
She's in the stage of Facebook where they put the relationship, it's complicated.
Yes,
Look, someone just asked him, do you think it's dangerous to mix your prescriptions with alcohol?
And he was like, block.
See, this is the thing I think they forget. It's not a hug box. It's a public forum that anyone can have access to.
It's the village stocks, isn't it? You just throw tomatoes and shit at them.
And at the end of the day, someone could just put in buzzwords, type in alcoholism, and then this would come up. And a lot of people use YouTube for resources, for whether that be for therapy, advice, even just like DIY things. That's obviously what the whole thing is about, and that's what I've always been worried about. I've wanted to start a channel and talk about me, but the thing is, I know what I've done is that if I came on this platform to talk about how I got to the way that I was, even though I may be doing it to try and educate and help people, I'm actually triggering and enabling a lot of people because, like myself, I would type in certain keywords because I wanted to see tips of how people got to the way that they did. I didn't care about their end goal. I didn't care that they got better. I just wanted to know the tips and tricks that they did to get to the way that they were. I wanted to see pictures. I wanted to see proof. I didn't care about the person. I just typed in and to see that. And that's my own sick mind working in that aspect. So in terms of alcoholism or anything else, people can use it.
Look at the liquor.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not.
That's another bottle, or is that the same bottle?
He's not using it.
Yeah, that's a whole nother bottle. That's not even okay. So, but I mean, that's another reason that brings me here because
he's talking about that's the good shit.
That's the good shit. From a psychological standpoint, these people are providing one of the best naturalistic studies of these type of behaviors that anyone could possibly ask for. So, I mean, call it what you like. They're research rats to me. So, I can empathize with things that they go through, but when they are just shitty people, that takes all the empathy, all the sympathy away, and that leaves nothing but exposing behaviors, exposing what they're going through. Now you can talk about it. You can say that this is the behaviors that alcoholics do. Now, here's where you need to seek help, and here's whatever. He's even got a little baby tooth in his mouth like Chantal.
He's really acting up.
Yeah, he's cutting up. He's doing a damn thing.
He's talking about Pete in his life.
Look at the pot calling the kettle black, guys.
I'm really sus. I don't know. I don't know whether is he. I mean, I don't. Can you hear him? Is he?
No, I can hear him on my phone. I got my phone next to me because I'm on here with you guys on my tablet. But I got my phone next to me, and I can hear him from my phone. He's using this platform to talk about Chantal and Pete's and all of them.
Is he
Did you guys want the audio, or should we just
no
keep
no
it mute?
no.
Okay.
See, I got
Um,
like 6 different screens up, so they're everywhere on my house.
No, I don't think you need to have him on your. Well, it's up to you, Monty.
Well, it's up to you guys. I think right now we kind of get in a gist because people are giving us play-by-plays. We just need the
Can we get a audio clip of maybe the slurring in his voice so everybody else can hear that?
All right, let's put him up.
Okay. Yeah, okay then.
Drunk on here and fucking rage. I don't think I'd ever rage like either of Foodie Beauty or Pete's, no matter how drunk I was. I mean, I was super drunk.
God awful boring.
So
I mean, I also had a reason to be pissed off, so.
lit.
You got to give his jokes a
steel
chance to
to the
come
fire,
through there,
man.
Natural. Give him a second.
Yeah.
He's going to tell one in a second.
That's Chantal. God Christ, that is her. They've got the same genes. And I'm not talking about Wranglers here or Levi's.
Yeah.
They share the same.
Their family
primordial
traits is what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
No.
What did he just say?
What was that? No.
I mean, obviously, me working on my stream and stuff, and
This is life. He's day drinking, bamboozled.
for a fire.
Yeah, I think he is bamboozled.
And
Jesus.
you gotta love a day
Fighter,
drinker.
you
I
wouldn't
mean,
want to fight me.
God, they
Oh my
provided
God,
me
it's
with the
so-
best.
What? Did he just say that Pete's is not a fighter? You would okay, badass S
Oh,
jam.
your demise
Oh,
is
Lord.
really. She
Did he
started like
Pete's,
slimming her
watch
face,
out now. Pete's has a sword and he has a fork hand. He will fuck
playing
you
with her
up.
hair.
Right? He wants to fight Pete's now, I guess. Why
Does
does
he want to
everybody
run?
want to
Did
fight
he just
Pete's?
say? Did he just say about running his fingers through her hair? Is he?
It's Pete's
Is
hair.
he daft? Oh,
It's
right, fair
Pete's
enough,
hair. Or Ramona's hair.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
What? Ramona, hold on.
Okay,
Ramona
can we
is
put the audio
Pete's.
back on?
Yeah.
Chrissy hippie, big beans. Tracy, Ghastly.
Oh my God, he's obsessed.
Oh, he's watching Foodie.
Oh,
Look
he's
at him, he's like
reacting
the
to
loving look. He's like,
Foodie.
oh, that's
Oh
my
God, we
girl.
can't get away from her.
Wow.
So we're
Oh,
watching him react to
this-
her.
What is coming, guys?
This is
Bizarre.
this is
So
some
loving.
awful, twisted,
Go.
kind of weird.
I'm thinking of a
Like,
Inception?
That's why you're not fucking.
I don't know what universe I'm in. Yeah, it's like I'm looking through a mirror, looking at myself, look through a mirror, looking at myself, look through a mirror, and it's like, what the hell is going on?
Okay,
Lord,
so
it's
he's
fine.
reacting to
Inception.
Foodie, and we're all reacting to him reacting to Foodie.
Right.
That's what's happening right now.
Meta.
He just looks like he's
Right,
gonna
yeah.
break out into
Oh,
song.
this is
to me.
meta.
This
Does
is
he look
meta.
like he's gonna
We
break
are in the
into
matrix
song?
right now, guys.
I mean, I just don't want to be one of those people.
Is it the fupa you're looking for?
You know,
OMG.
Funny
this is
about
too
that
much.
song. Have you seen that video, Natural Ginger? Do you understand the words to that song and he's singing to a blind lady?
What?
What songs? I can't hear what songs.
Lionel Richie.
Hello, Lionel Richie.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
it's not
the
to a
video.
blind woman.
Yes,
Epic.
look at the video. He's singing to a blind woman. Hello,
Oh,
is it
yes.
me you're looking for? Sir, you're out of
I
order
can
for the
see it
video.
in your
Dickhead.
eyes.
Oh my God.
I
You
can
can't see it?
in
Her
your
eyes are gray.
Smile.
That stalking light, Hannibal, when you do it through a song and a video in the 80s.
Yes. Okay, so I'm not the
it
only
is
one that
stalking
thought
light,
that
isn't it?
Lionel was stalking a blind woman around a college campus.
No,
Yeah.
no, he was definitely stalking her around the college camp. A blind woman at that.
He
I
was
can see it in your eyes.
a tutor as well. He was a professor.
He
at
was
the
a
college
professor.
he was at.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there were so many issues there.
So many red flags in that video right now.
Oh my God.
What is he talking about?
What is he doing? He's acting like he's combing hair.
Right.
What the hell?
He's shaking his lucky beans in his hand before he throws them and lets them grow.
Is he Jack in the Beanstalk and
Jack in
she's
the
the fucking
Beanstalk.
giant?
Yeah,
Looks
he's too
like he's
big to
been doing
climb
a
a
bit of
beanstalk. Oh, that's what that is
beanstalking
behind
behind
him.
him. Yeah.
All them
He's
buns.
practicing. He's getting his practice on.
You know, like how the film James and the Giant Peach.
Although that
He
is a
should be like
beautiful
this.
vine plant, I must say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty nice that it's even that large. I wonder how far it spreads around because those things can grow for a lot of feet.
That just
Yeah,
sounds
those
like
are
that
ugly.
sounds like a fupa. That how large it
Those are-
goes and how well it can spread.
It's a fupa wrap. That's what it
It's
is.
like that fungus that's growing around the base of Chantal's toilet.
It's
Oh,
that's actually a fupa glowing
please don't
growing cloth
remind
right
me.
there.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw the mushrooms.
Yeah,
and,
don't remind me of the mushrooms.
He's an idiot for showing that fridge, by the way, with all of those things taped onto it, because I guarantee you some of those are bills and notices.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know that the Kiwi is going to have a field day with
His
that.
real name,
Yeah.
zooming
What's
in
written
and
on
stuff.
that list for the Daily Chuck? Wake up, breathe in, breathe out again, breathe in, breathe out.
Watch Chantal.
It's just plant wall is aesthetically pleasing.
It's aesthetically
In my-
pleasing.
In my Amberlynn voice.
It's
Look,
so
I had
dainty.
one of those. I'm going to shamelessly admit I had one of those vine plants in my other home, taking over an entire
oh my
wall.
gosh. Y'all
I
should
did.
hear
I
him
no
right
longer
now.
have it, but I did.
The
Davey,
plant
didn't
is the
you-
best bit. The plant
Did anyone
is
get
the
a
best bit.
succulent?
He is going off. He's going off about her picking her nose.
You wanted to F that person who's picking their nose, sir.
Yeah, she's been picking her nose a lot lately.
He wanted to pick that. He wanted
He
her to
wanted
pick
to
the
pick it,
nose
yeah.
and flip them boogers over there into that little baby tooth he got in his mouth.
Yo.
That's what he was. Hey,
Yes,
Oh,
and I
it's
do
his
have
fetish.
to.
I'm just participating and helping
He's
him out.
doing it. Yeah, you're right, Hannibal. He's doing it on purpose so he can pick his nose.
He said,
Yeah, see?
Did you
He's
see
talking
Chantal
about-
pick her? Did you see Chantal pick her nose when she was picking the bugger rig and she wiped it on the bottom of her desk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Did you
saw
see
that.
that?
She probably
Um,
picks
he's
the.
salty. He's mad. That alcohol got him mad about the different guys that Chantel be talking about on her channel. Oh, he's
Mhm.
upset.
He's
Oh,
mad
to
because
be
he's
a
not one of
bugger
them.
on the bottom
Yep.
of Chantal's desk.
He is literally the only man on earth who actually vocally expressed jealousy over Natter.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Look how he acting. Look.
Is that because
Did he actually say he was jealous of old?
Well,
Natty
the way
Poo?
that he
No,
said
it's the
it,
way
he
he's
was
acting.
like, yeah, he was like, you slept with the crackhead, blah, blah, blah. You can't. Basically, it was like, you slept with him, but you won't sleep with me.
Right.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I'd rather sleep with a crackhead than a drunk.
Really?
No,
think
I
so,
don't
yeah.
want either
I
one of
don't
them.
know. Because
Yeah,
you sleep with a crackhead.
no,
If you go to sleep,
neither.
you might wake up with nothing.
Yeah, they might roll you.
Yeah,
Well,
at least the
there's
drunk is gonna
always
go
a
to sleep
third
with you.
option. You could be celibate. I choose celibacy.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah, me too. Yeah, I choose. Yeah, but if push came to shove, I think I'd go for the crackhead rather than the
No.
alcoholic.
Well,
No.
I mean, in a sense, I understand natural ginger because I would, if once again you can throw crack on the ground and that might distract the crackhead and you can get away.
Yeah, you could just put them in the other room and get them to do your ironing for you.
Let me just put it
That
this
sounds
way.
like sweatshop. You need to watch out. That's borderline sweatshopping in there. Work for the crack. Have them in their butt naked ironing clothes all day. I've seen that.
You're
If
right,
you know.
Estem and I were the only two living beings on Earth,
This is interesting how we're all going to survive.
Look at him. If y'all could hear what he's talking about.
I guess I'm going to have to put
Oh,
it
we
in
said
my-
all about the eye makeup, the gatting. Oh, if push came to shove between S Jam and Nada, I'd go for Dee Dee.
Yeah. Yeah, I take Dee Dee over all of them.
Me
Right.
too.
And I don't like her, but of all of
No.
them, like I
Yeah.
at least think she's kind of pretty. And she has my hairstyle, so I can't hate her that much, but I do not like her.
Yeah, she's the best of the best of a bad bunch.
Right.
Can I get Pete's? I mean, can I get Pete's?
You can have Pete's.
If
Because I
all
mean,
he's gonna
Pete's, you
do
get
is
a
sit in the
2-for-1.
room and
So
suck up some internet and possibly change the cat. I only have one cat pan, so that should be easy to exchange once a month with changing cat pans with him. He change it 1 month, I change it the next month. I clean it every other day, so I'm not worried about cleaning it. But I'll take Pete's.
I
You know
never
what?
even considered Pete's in that scenario.
I'll take Pete's.
You know
He's
what
the least
though?
of anybody's concern. And Pete's can actually be rehabbed into getting a job. Go get a job, Pete's. This is what I expect. I know you expected to live off Chantal because that's the offer she gave you. I'm offering you a room, but you have to hold up your end, meaning you go find a comic book store and you go get a job. Okay. You do that.
Or a
Okay.
GameStop.
Or a GameStop. You can't work at
Right,
GameStop, Pete. You can't work at GameStop. You can't cuss people out like that. A comic book store,
right.
you can be antisocial like you want. He does remind me of the comic book store guy on The Simpsons, don't he?
Sure do. Yep.
Wow.
But you
Damn it,
know
Pete.
what though? I knew this was gonna happen. I knew when SDL made the first video about Chantal when he came when he went to where she lives that he was gonna come on here and start doing this whole reaction stuff. He's trying to get in on the whole reaction thing. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's been doing on the last few videos he's made.
But is he
I knew this
entertaining?
was gonna happen.
Is he worth a view?
Her.
No.
Is he entertaining? Is he worth a view?
No, he's
I
not
must
at
judge for
all.
myself, therefore I am going in the front
See?
line
Look,
again.
Oh, he is not trying to do
Oh,
the arm
no.
he
shake.
is really trying to do
Oh
the arm jiggle.
my
Now
God.
he's so disgusted by that. But yet a few days ago he was just giving her money and all in her chat, ass patting her and everything else before he came there.
let me tell you what he's doing. See, when a fat woman like myself rejects a man, you know the very first thing they call me? A fat
Fat.
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a fat bitch. How dare you?
Yeah.
You know, so, and this man has shown nothing but a history with an obsession with fat women. And
Yeah.
he is doing the exact same thing that I hear all the time is, well, you're just a fat bitch.
So is
You
this
know,
possibly the
I
first?
get called out for being old because I
Yeah,
think I'm a
yeah.
lot
you
older
know,
than all you lot here. They go,
whenever
oh,
you,
you're not interested, you fucking old granny, you old cow, or something.
My
exactly.
ex-partner turned around to me and said that any kind of intimate relationship with me is horrific and that it's a challenge, and only sickos would sleep with someone who looks like me. And I said, well, does that make you a sicko? And he went, yeah,
Yep.
because I like the challenge. But before that, when he wanted something, it was like, I love you, and you know, like I love everything about you. And then like the moment things would be done, like, no, you're disgusting, you're horrific.
So you
So
think
yeah,
this,
it's just
Name
a bit
Nada.
overwhelmed.
Always.
do you
That's
think
just,
this is the first chick that has turned him down since he is
No,
infamous for
look
giving
at
away
him.
gifts and stuff? I mean, look at him
No.
now. Before he was different, I suppose. I suppose this is all water weight from the wreck, guys.
Oh,
This is water
well,
weight.
you're right about that, Hannibal, because I'm sure this isn't the first time that this rejection has happened. I mean, I'm sure he has been rejected before in the past. Maybe
Yeah.
this is all internalized anger from
He
the
has the
last 10
same
years.
mentality as Chantal. He
Mhm.
can't get
He
to grips
does.
of like he's doing the same as Chantal, where it's like, well, I'm giving them money, I'm giving them gifts, I'm giving them everything that they've wanted, and they still
I'm
don't want
buying
me.
them.
What's
Yeah,
what's
I've
wrong with
purchased
me?
this. I've
Yeah.
purchased this person.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
now
just
they
need
owe
to
me a
say,
bit.
sorry, sorry to interrupt. I need to go now. I
Why
need
did
to sort out the kiddos. So thank you so much, Monty. Thank you for everyone for having me on, and you're also so wonderful. And yeah, and thank you, chat. Thank you, absolutely everyone,
Reed,
and
there is
hopefully I get
definitely
to speak to
prayers
you.
and blessings going up for
we
Thank
have
you,
you,
lovely
thank you
Reed.
so
many
much.
Thank you for
prayers for
telling me your
you?
story. I
Thank
Thanks,
appreciate
Love
you.
it.
hearing
Riri.
from
Yeah.
you.
Take
Thanks,
care
Take
now,
Riri.
care.
everyone.
Have a
Bye.
good
Don't be a
day.
stranger.
Bye.
Bye
Don't be a
bye.
stranger.
This man is actually laughing and making fun of Chantel talking about her father.
Are you serious?
He is.
Yes.
Oh, That's very dicey ground there, S-Jam.
Right?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to seriously maybe do a react to S-Jam.
I think
Right.
you should. I think you
Do it,
should.
I
Monty.
think I
I,
need to do a
I think
reaction.
his social awareness is off then if he doesn't know exactly what to react to and rather what's not socially acceptable to make fun of.
You
Mm-hmm.
hit him with that sexual chocolate, he won't know what's missed.
Okay, I'll do that, Natural
Yeah, you
Ginger.
do, because you're good at that.
I am.
You are. You are.
Oh man.
She
Okay.
called Monty. She called your little skits that you do. She said they're corny.
Oh, she
They're
said
not
that again?
funny. Yes, she said they're corny and they're not funny at all.
You know, when
I
she
find
says
them
that,
hilarious.
she actually finds them hilarious. She just can't say that
Exactly.
they're
Right?
funny because of Nader.
Exactly.
And because that right there shows me that she's still not done with Natter. It's all for profit because she's always finding a way to defend Natter. The only corny person on the internet is you and your leftovers that have made it onto a platform.
You wanted that damn fupa. Now you want to talk about her fupa now, but you wanted that fupa.
This is
Exactly.
exactly how guys are. When they're rejected, they just
Yeah,
decide
you're
that
so right. Yeah,
everything's so gross. Oh,
yeah.
you're so gross, you're so fat, you're so ugly, you're so this, you're so that. It's like,
And
yeah, but you wanted to bone me 2 minutes ago. So
right,
what's
right.
this? Like, sorry,
This
but
is
Oh,
no.
this is bad.
exactly.
This is bad. This is
And
King Cobra level bad. It's going downhill real quick.
he
But
he talking about how could she be with Nad? He's a weirdo. Okay. She wasn't with
so
your weird ass.
This whole
Wow.
stream is a pot kettle situation. It is. The whole thing is it's just like her. The pot kettle.
You're right, Audrey
She
Stanton.
always talks smack about things that she does herself. So he's going to be talking smack about things he does himself.
This motorcycle
Ugh.
guy, she keeps making this shit up. He is
If motorcycle
pathetic.
guy is real, she has stood him up how many times now? Then he's after her money. So either way, it's
She stood
no.
him up and he's bent
But
her
why
over.
is he
So
upset about motorcycle guy though? What is his problem with motorcycle guy or whatever guy she
Because it's
talked
not
about?
him. It's not him. That's it. That's
because
the
it's
only
not,
reason.
because it's simply not him. He's not in the place of whoever he's talking. He's basically,
He's salty.
just
That if
he's
he had
jealous
showed
of
up,
people he
if
hasn't
he
even met.
if he had showed up as skinny as he was in those videos from 10 years ago, that would be her new love arc.
Agreed.
Right.
yes,
Guaranteed.
Agreed.
yes,
Guaranteed.
you're right.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And if this thing with motorcycle guy doesn't work out, we do know a tricycle guy that's just fresh out of prison, which is her type.
Oh my
Prison and ready
god.
for love.
DLF.
DLS balls will be fucking purple by now, I imagine.
Let's
Okay.
get to Mama Scrunch though. She doesn't want Chantal as an in-law, trust me. She's already
Right.
got enough in her
Yeah.
plate.
She already thought that was her son dressed up as a woman.
That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah. All right. Somebody wants a summary. What can I say? Chantal was driving somewhere. She went home. She started eating nashies. I think she's gearing up for tomorrow. Tomorrow is payday after all. Then we got S-Jam here with his underhanded comments about Chantal, Nader, Pete, myself, Gary, because he's just angry and he has a problem with alcohol. So all of this social awkwardness is coming out right now. And he is going to do and say things that are going to be very inappropriate within the next coming days. And then people are going to have a problem with them. So we shall see what happens. But, that's pretty much the summary of what's going on.
I pray and hope that
in
he
short,
keeps his clothing on. Just let him keep his clothing on, please.
Please.
Oh yeah, we don't need a reveal.
We
want to
seen
see
enough with
his
Foodie.
fupa.
So the summary in short is it's a hot mess and fucking hysterical. So
exactly.
Oh yeah, it's a hot mess is the soup that this should be called.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't want to be
exactly.
rude and say,
Oh, go
you
on, be
know,
rude.
I don't want to be rude and just call them degenerates, but come on, like, do y'all do anything that's meaningful in your life? Come
No,
on,
they don't.
these
They don't.
two are ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, and again, that goes back to Polly was saying maybe we should leave him. No, he. This is what he requested. This is what he's asking for. Even in his chat, they're telling him to seek professional help.
Yes.
You need some. You need to stop. They're telling him these things, and then
Somebody told him to take a
you
shot
have
for
the official
everyone.
trolls. Yeah, take 68 shots. I would love to see you take 68 shots. That's the kind of troll that I would be if I was in there. But that's not me, guys. That's not me.
Like Kermit the Frog, that is one of Chantel's
That is one of
Beezers.
Kermit's Beezers. Yes, that's one of the
Yes.
Beezers
Mm-hmm.
that absolutely
Alyssa
contacted Natter and asked him a bunch of questions.
Repeatedly.
Yes.
Alyssa
Repeatedly.
El Shami is another Beezer that's in his chat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And keep in
Can we
mind.
see you take a shot? Come on. Like if y'all trying to help the man, why would you ask him to take 68 shots?
Mm-hmm.
Is he making threats at Chantal?
What kind of threats is he making?
No, I'm saying, is he? Someone just said in the
No.
chat that one of these days, Chantal, in
Pow,
quotes.
right in the
So
kisser. That's all. That's how you. That's how you finish that.
Not Paul right in the kissing. I haven't
My
heard
old
that in
honeymooners.
forever.
Right. Anyways, I don't know what to make of this. Something's gonna happen. You know, we're right around payday, so maybe we'll wrap this up, and I'll still listen in on what SGM has to say because he might privatize or delete this. He's
Right.
just like another Chantel. So I'd like to thank everybody that was
Mm-hmm.
on the panel. If
I
anybody
don't think
has
he
any,
will privatize or delete money
you don't think
because
so?
no,
Nah.
he needs the
He been
hours.
he been
Yeah, it needs
keeping
the
them up.
watch time.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
needs the hours. So I think anything he's gonna put up there within the next couple of weeks is gonna stay unless it's just now if he decides that day drinking is gonna lead to him passing out, and that's probably gonna be deleted. But other than that, he's he
yeah.
looks
This
SGM
is
is
something he
31 years
already
old.
does.
He's not 40. He's 31.
Yeah, he
He's
looks
a young
40 though.
guy.
He looks
yeah,
40.
but
Yeah, he
yeah, he
looks
definitely looks
older.
older.
Yeah.
these are some hard living guys we're looking at here. Chantel doesn't
Right?
look 38 either, to be honest with you. But
I mean,
Mhm.
he lives in a small town, but a bigger city is just literally a 15-minute drive from where he's at, so not even. So I mean, I can totally understand the small town life, but you don't got to live it like that. There's lots of stuff to do with a bigger city next door.
Where's he living? Hobbiton?
He lives in the Cambridge, Kitchener, Waterloo area, Tri-Cities.
Yeah, Hobbiton.
He's in
why
the
am I
Shire.
why am I mad that I know where that's at? I don't like it.
You've been watching Monty too much.
Yeah, so we shall see what happens with S-Jam. I mean, I can't. Well, I got to see more of him because I do feel bad for him. I do. I really do, based on how socially awkward he is. I'm not sure to what extent, but we shall see.
Oh, Monty, that's so controversial, right? The jury's out on that for me as well. I have to do some more homework on this guy, but
Yeah, I
it's
think the drinking has to stop, but you know how
Yeah,
small
it
town
does.
life is. Small town life, the drinking issue is reinforced because everybody wants to drink. Your uncle drinks, your dad drinks, your grandpa drinks. Hell, even your grandma drinks alcohol. So it's like this
Right.
constant reinforcement of a behavior that will negatively
Ooh,
impact your life
was
if
he?
you let it get out of control.
he just burped. Real man. Oh,
Oh,
Chantel
I thought he was
Junior.
choking on something. Man, my bad.
No,
I'm
he
wrong frame of
burping.
mind. My bad.
So yeah, we shall see what happens with SGM and that situation. But yeah, the drinking during the day is not a good look. That's just like a huge red flag that you are like a serious drinker, like you are an
Right.
alcoholic if you can't even wait.
Oh, there's three of them right there. You're drinking in the middle of the day. You're drinking alone.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And you're drinking Everclear, supposedly, allegedly, or whatever else he's drinking.
Right. You're drinking some pure, real raw stuff. It's not like you're having a couple of beers, like you go to lunch and have a couple of beers for lunch or whatnot.
Oh,
No,
is
you're drinking
Everclear
heavy.
that clear grain thing?
Yes,
Stuff,
it's
which is about
100
Yeah,
proof
Everclear is the
grain
highest
alcohol.
proof.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's proof grain alcohol. So
Yeah.
mhm.
And you're drinking that raw, but basically proof grain alcohol is supposed to be mixed and blended in other drinks or stuff to give it a little bit of a
He about to
punch.
prepare another drink.
Oh, look, he's got his little red
Look,
solo
his
cup and stuff.
little cup.
Oh,
Oh, he's drinking out of a diva cup. My goodness.
Look, there goes the bottle. He got the
Let me see
drink.
I want to see the bottle.
He about to pour.
So,
I
and
knew he
another
was gonna
thing,
pour out before
Monty,
we left off the live.
another thing about channels like this is that they attract a lot of real negative attention. And so a lot of people can swarm to this channel in an instance just to continue to encourage him to drink, chug. Let's see you get sloppy. Let's see you, and fuel the disorder versus actually help it, especially when they notice he's not trying to seek help for himself. They're just it's all downhill from this point.
But people love self-destruction.
Hannibal, did you see how low that bottle is?
Yeah, was it higher than that before? Of course it was, but I mean, how high was it?
That bottle, that's a big bottle he got.
What was the starting point? And yeah, anybody drinking a big bottle like that in the middle of the day is definitely needs some help.
When he first poured, it was above half. Now it's way below half. Look, there you go. Soda behind it. Chaser.
Oh, he's mixing it in his mouth.
He chasing it, right?
Yeah, you thought he was mixing it in that little bitty cup? Was he taking Smurf shots?
Gosh, I haven't done that since I was in Barcelona.
He's chasing it.
A sugar chaser just makes the alcohol
worse.
Yeah, you get drunker quicker.
It's way more intense, and it takes a lot less. Yeah, that's unfortunately how I drink.
So he said that's the best chaser for whiskey. So he drinking whiskey. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, either way, whiskey, Everclear, whiskey has a high alcohol content as well.
Yes, it does.
And it's also sweet by nature because of whatever they make it in. So, I mean,
it's got frozen ice cubes of isopropanol to add to it, I imagine, as well in the freezer. Oh dear!
If he's in the if he's freezing it, yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna once again when I get off.
Oh, alcohol! I don't drink alcohol at all. I can't with alcohol.
You're not missing anything.
I guess I done got way too old to be wanting to go out drinking and everything now. But even when I was younger, like I've gotten drunk maybe twice in my whole entire life, and I ain't never want to do that again as sick as I was.
No, at this age, we feel it even more. Okay, I am not ready for a hangover.
No, they're not nice. They're not nice. But he's hankering for one right now, and I can't wait for him to get it.
Mama Mayhem says shot.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is all setting up to be really, really, really bad and really disturbing on a lot of different ways. So it could go a lot.
Yeah.
It could
I think
very different.
Monty needs to get off and have something to eat and have a life. And
yeah,
you?
Yeah, so we'll do this again another time. I'll keep an eye on what S-Jam is saying, and we'll take it from there. But thank you, everybody that was on the panel and still is.
Thanks,
I appreciate each and every
everybody.
one of you.
Thanks for the laugh.
Thank you, Monty.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Monty.
Yeah, check out everybody's channel. You know, we had Erie Pepperoni here, Cold Connections, and Hannibal, of course. So check out their channels. They do some great work. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Have a good one, and bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.